everybody. Welcome to Drinking a Theory. This week we thought we were going to be a lot more busy than we actually ended up being. So, just giving you guys a heads up, we don't have a topic this week, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We're going to go ahead and just have some fun, talk about just various shit, talk about random shit, talk about what we did, talk about what I like to do, talk about how red my penis is because I fucking jacked it off too much. So let's talk. Let's do it.
The week.
Yep.
Suck balls.
My swollen dong.
So, I don't know. We're going to wing this shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not a problem. We can fucking talk about anything. So sorry, guys, if you want a topic. I'm sorry if this episode's too boring for you guys.
Don't worry. We will be funny. We will offend. And
yeah, I just burped already, so we're good.
And
I'm probably going to have 2-3 drinks, probably die.
Yeah.
I have hypoxia, but we'll get on that later.
Wow. Okay, so before we start, I just want to give a shout out to that opening song.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to believe who the fuck that was. It blew my mind when I got the permission.
Am I going to know these guys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't believe I got permission to use that fucking song because it's not even released yet. And you're not going to believe it. It's a female, believe it or not. She's switching paths, switching directions. And she hit me up. She called me up. She's like, Jake, you're not going to believe this shit.
I know you guys are on a huge podcast right now.
I heard about your huge podcast. You got like 20 people on your fucking Facebook.
Oh, man.
It's like, this is for you. This is for you. Yo. And I was like, oh, my God, Beyonce, thank you so much. It just blew my fucking mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beyonce?
It's fucking Beyonce.
Holy shit.
It's fucking amazing.
We're
right?
fucking big leaguers, baby.
Yeah. And you know what that song is? You know what that song is?
What was that song called?
Dude, awesome title. It's My Husband Used to Be a Fucking Crack Dealer, and now he's a multi-billionaire.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can relate because my husband's a fucking crack dealer, and I'm waiting for him to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
I'm not gay, guys. Come on, I'm just kidding. Guys, I know. Stop.
Yeah, so that
Stop
was that. And
yeah.
I'd like to thank Beyonce and her drug dealing husband.
Yeah, thanks, Beyonce. We love you.
She's what is she? Illuminati princess or Illuminati queen?
She's the queen right now.
Yeah, I think
Their daughter's the princess.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
I'm trying to wiggle my way in. Beyonce's daughter hit me up. I'm sorry if she's like under 18 or under 10.
I hear they bang a lot of other people anyway, so it's like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, you know.
And I just got a follow up from last week too. When we talked about that sick fuck Keith Raniere.
Yeah, we might have gotten something wrong
from the NXIVM. Oh no, that's after this.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to let everyone know that earlier this week, or last week rather, after our podcast there, a gentleman by the name of Dr. Brandon Porter, who is affiliated with the NXIVM group.
Who?
His name is Dr. Brandon Porter.
Brandon Porter.
Yeah, he's out of Albany, New York, and he is affiliated. He's one of the top tier people of the NXIVM group there. He was motherfucker was arrested, and he's being charged with unethical experiments on humans.
That guy, the dentist guy. Wait, no.
No, the motherfucker ain't no dentist.
No, I heard some. Wait. Did you just say unethical? Wait.
Yeah, human experiment. Yeah. Kind of like Mengele and the fucking Nazis.
Guys, it's kind of scary.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I like
give
that.
him a search. His name is Dr. Brandon Porter. He's out of Albany, New York. There's an actress, Jennifer Cobelt. She actually is claiming in court documents that Dr. Porter there forced her to watch dismemberment and rape videos.
What?
For a fright study. This is your elite people. These are the kind of fucking scum.
And they got arrested.
They've
gotten arrested.
Yes.
Hold on.
And
can we go back to this doctor?
This isn't a bullshit story. This was on Fox News. It was through. Actually, it's through Newsweek. CNN, of course, didn't fucking touch it, but Fox has been reporting on it. A bunch of New York papers were reporting on it. Can
we talk about the doctor for a second? Unethical human experiment. What does that mean? I want to know what this motherfucker did. If you're getting arrested, it's not like the way that that's worded. I don't know if it's just because there's a stigma, because it just sounds scary, and I immediately think of like Nazi experiments. But like, is it ever going to come out to the public that this guy's maybe like, oh yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this arm on your back. You got a third arm on your back now. It's like. Is that what this guy's doing? Is he doing like freaky, crazy shit?
Yeah, they still don't know if the video. He was doing a lot of mental shit to these people.
So mental experiments.
I would.
So
I
like
would
within
put
the
it
realm
along
of the MK Ultra kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh my god.
But now they're
Okay.
sort of at a loss right now as far as the videos he was showing.
Take a drink for that one, guys.
They don't know if the videos he was showing were actual videos of actual murders, people being dismembered. 4 of the videos had women chopped up with machetes.
And
numerous,
These were like snuff films, not just like production stuff.
And they also had they
Christ.
found he had a violent clip that included a male African American being viciously stomped by a Nazi.
What?
Yeah. Huh.
What the fuck is going on over there?
A conscious male being forced to eat a portion of his own brain matter. Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is some Hannibal Lecter shit. What the fuck?
And a very graphic.
No, these are just the videos. This isn't confirmed. Well, no, it's confirmed that they're getting arrested.
There's no
but it's confirmed
confirmation
that that's what they were being shown.
If the videos were real,
Yeah, that's the
or
thing. That's
if
not,
they were,
production
time shit.
Production stuff.
Yeah. Wait, I want to say this one because I just want to say this word because we haven't gotten to say it yet.
Pussy?
There is a graphic gangbang rape.
Sorry, guys. Rape isn't funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's your Nexium update. Gross motherfuckers. So check that out. What was his name again? I forget. Whatever. Dickhead. That's his name now. So
Okay.
Google Dickhead. So that's that. And
I'm bad with names. I'd remind you guys, but I'm horrible with names.
yeah, and I got a correction from last week too. When I was talking about those freaks and who, high-end members, high-end people, the thing, I was talking about Antonia Novello, that Surgeon General of the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I referred to her
As a him.
as a him. Sorry, my bad. But if you've seen the pictures, you'd understand. I mean, she's hideous. But she's actually a woman. So I just wanted to correct that.
Yeah, we don't want to misgender anybody out there.
And another thing, I want to go over 2 complaints I got from the 2 people that listen to us, I guess. Because no one comments or anything or says like,
Fucking
you guys
dickheads.
fucking
You're
suck.
sitting here listening and you're not even giving any input.
Yeah.
Look, hold your comment
Okay,
real quick.
yeah.
I have a fucking beef. I have a beef with the listeners right now. Listen here, if you're listening to this, I know you're sitting there, or you're working. You just don't give a fuck. You just fucking need to work, or you're sitting there and you have fucking Cheetos all over your fucking stomach because you're sitting there watching fucking
Cheetos.
I don't know, whatever the fuck you're eating, popcorn, sitting on your stomach, your big fat fucking stomach, and you're just sitting there watching your stupid show, listening to the fucking podcast. Maybe you're playing a fucking video game. Fuck you, and comment on the fucking shit. Get off your ass. Yeah. Actually, come here. Give me direct criticism to my face.
Yeah, be like
and
Al.
I bet you're too much of a pussy to do. No, I'm kidding, guys.
Al. Be like Al.
Yeah.
OWL.
Yeah,
Al.
be like Owl.
Yeah. Commented.
They were ballsy enough to say.
Yes.
They were ballsy enough to say, you know what?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it was very passionate, very to the point, and it just jumped. Yes. And
you know what, man? I was inspired.
Dude,
you know what I did? You know what I did that morning?
I fucking cried.
I ran. I did a run. I ran for like 15 feet. I was out of breath. Went back home. So we're fucking kidding, guys. But if you guys have any criticisms or any compliments, go ahead and comment them. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Okay. We're cool with that.
Another thing is, the first complaint is I reached out to an old friend of mine. Okay. I'm like, hey, man, yo, could you check out the fucking deal here? You know, because me and him used to be big time like bullshitters. We worked together like I don't know 792 years ago, something like that.
Oh wow, pretty long ago. Yeah. So back in the medieval ages,
he was part of the Deli Dog gang. Long story there, but anyway. So I'm like, yo, dude, Bri, could you check this shit out, man? And he's like, why? We were doing this over Messenger. So he asked why. And I'm like, because I don't know, because I fucking asked you to. And, yo, could you just check out the Facebook, give it a like, give it a share or whatever? And he's like, maybe. And so he heard one of our videos, because I finally figured out how to put videos on that Facebook of thing. And so he said, I just have one complaint, and please don't get angry. He said, whoever's not talking, back away from the mic, because I can hear you breathing. Which is okay. That's good criticism.
Okay,
I didn't know that.
If that's bothering somebody,
I didn't know.
I don't know. I try to back away from the mic every time I'm not talking.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that maybe it was.
It's probably me because I smoke 14 packs a day.
Well, you notice what I do, right? Every time I'm done talking, I turn away from the mic like this.
Yeah. Sometimes I wrap my lips around it, and I just want to become one with the mic. So it's probably my smoke-filled lungs and shit like that. But whatever. I mean. I thank him for his criticism.
Yeah, that's good criticism.
Yeah,
that's good.
I will become aware of that.
Yeah.
You know what, Brian? Fuck you, because you never went to the fucking page and you never fucking liked it. Okay, me and you, we've been through a lot of shit, motherfucker, and you couldn't take the 5 fucking seconds to go over there and say, "I like this for him," because he was solid to me, dude. We used to play fucking Axis and Allies, okay, on the fucking board. All right. And you couldn't even fucking like the fucking whatever. That's cool, though. That's cool.
I respect you, man.
Yeah.
I'll respect you.
Yeah.
I respect your opinion.
Remember when we went to that Bush concert, dude? That was fucking 96, man. We had a blast.
I was born in that year.
Was it 96? I think it was.
That was 96. The year I was fucking born. Nice.
We went to see Bush down at Hershey Park on the 4th of July. Never forget it, dude. He even when that came up, how many years it's been since we fucking went and did that together. He like sent me a message and shit, but he couldn't go over and like the fucking thing. But anyway, we had a blast. Remember that fucking bitch walked up to me, and like there's like 20,000 people there, right?
You went and called a woman a bitch again.
Oh, well, that's the second thing. I'll get into that. So she walked up to me, and I told Brian, like, before we got there, I'm like, dude, I feel this fucking asshole's presence right fucking now. He's like, dude, there's like 20,000 fucking people here. What's the fucking odds? Yeah, just as Bush took the stage, she fucking walked by us, and she told me she wanted her shit back. Whatever, she ruined the whole show for me, but Brian had a good time. It was an awesome fucking time. You got me to go on a fucking roller coaster that day. It was a fucking blast.
What, do you not like roller coasters?
That was actually the first time I ever went on a roller coaster. Was with Bri.
How old were you?
Brian.
How old were you in 96? You were probably...
I don't know.
I'm 22, so that was literally like 22 years ago.
I think I was 18.
Yeah, you would have been 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I was 18, but he got me to go on the first roller coaster.
You've never been on a roller coaster up until that point.
Yeah, that was a very important moment in my life that I shared with this guy. And now I have another very important moment in my life I wanted to share with this guy, and he ripped his dick out and he stuffed it right in my fucking mouth. But I still love you, Brian. Whatever. Okay. The second thing is, the second complaint I got is my language. Okay. My language, and that I constantly refer to people, and especially women, as bitches.
You got a complaint from that? You actually got a complaint? Yes. From who?
Yes. It's somebody I don't want to say.
We can say it off the cuff. Off the cuff.
I don't want to say his name, but there is a hammer involved. Okay. I don't. Okay. I don't want to say his name because he's a good guy. He's a loyal follower.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's trying to help promote us.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man.
And he thinks I should.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We bust each other's balls all the time, man. But you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be wholesome right now. Yeah. You're a cool guy. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, dude. But just kick back on the fucking pizza, bro.
Oh my god!
Way too. No, I'm serious. I like the guy, man.
I eat whole pizzas all the time.
I don't care. He's got to kick back on the pizzas, man.
Why are you telling me to kick back?
That much pizza is not fucking good for you. all the sodium in there and all that shit in there. Trust me, I know. I got to take fucking. Oh, I don't take those pills anymore. Never mind. Forget all about that. But anyway, about the language, dude, stop being a pussy little fucking bitch. Because this is the way I talk, okay? And if anyone's offended by it, I'm fucking sorry.
Fuck you.
No, I'm not a fucking PC dude.
And if you fucking comment on this, and you're like, you know what, man, you need to adjust your fucking your the way that you talk. I think it's very unproductive. I think it's very not progressive for the times. I'm gonna fucking find you. You understand me?
Yeah.
You don't. No, you don't understand. I'm gonna fucking. Okay.
But this, you know what? This is who I am. And if I offend anyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. This is how I fucking talk. I say fucking, I say bitch all the fucking time.
Yeah,
if you want some PC shit, go listen to these fucking jerk offs like fucking Tom Arnold and fucking Pat, what is this? Patton Oswalt, that fucking fat little fucking mole. Okay, go listen to them motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, because this is where I am. This is who I am. And I ain't fucking changing it because I ain't no fucking stoolie.
Holy shit.
All right. And I think that's all I had about the complaints. As you can see, the people who complained got absolutely fucking nowhere. So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Well, like, as far as I'm going to touch on the breathing thing. I try to turn away from the mic.
I think it's me, dude.
Is it? Well, I don't know. Maybe if you listen to the recording again, try to pay attention.
Yeah.
Try your best. And if it's me, I'll pay more attention to it.
And it's probably me.
Like I just breathed into the mic right now. I breathed in.
And why
now
we're doing
I'm
this-
self-conscious. Now I'm fucking self-conscious.
Dude, listen.
What the fuck?
I guarantee it's me because
Oh,
first of
my
all,
God.
I'm a heavy breather to begin with.
Yeah, man.
And second of all,
let's be real.
I'm smoking. I'm going to tell you people right now, I smoke like fucking half a pack of cigarettes while we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Jake does breathe really loud. Sometimes I'm sitting next to him. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're breathing heavy. Are you
Dude,
fucking
listen,
okay?
At work, I've already been like 5-6 feet away from Kelly, and she's like, "Are you okay? You're breathing heavy." Oh no, I'm just fucking dying. Who cares? But yeah, I am a very heavy fucking breather. So.
Well, I got a story time for you guys. Now that we finished through all that stuff.
Shoot.
Let's talk. I already talked to Jake about this, and I seem like a massive idiot in retrospect. But you know what, man? Can you really blame me for worrying? So anyway, I know a lot of you guys are gonna probably fucking laugh at me, but whatever. I don't fucking care. I didn't realize this, and I guess I've come to realize now. I have a massive fear of chloric gas. When you mix ammonia and bleach, it makes chloric gas very toxic gas. Yeah. And
hey, hold on 1 second. Hey, Jamie, can you Google? Yeah, you're Jamie. I'm Joe Rogan right now. Can you search up chloric gas accidental deaths? How many people in the country die a year from it?
Did you look that up already and you find...
No. This is exciting. This is the first time we're using Jamie.
Yeah, am I about to fucking sound like an asshole? Are you about to make me sound like a fucking crazy asshole?
No. But you can continue. Go ahead and continue. I was real worried about you last night, so continue.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Yeah, I was, dude. I kept trying to I kept trying to redirect.
Well, anyway, so I went to clean my bathroom. I was cleaning my bathroom. If you want to ask why I had to clean up my bathroom, it's actually not that embarrassing, but it's kind of funny actually. But okay. So basically, I had run home from fucking work. I had to piss really bad from when I left work, and when I went to go piss, dude, my fucking piss forked so bad, like almost in like two. It almost looked like a 180 spread.
Dude, that's after sex piss. What did you whack off at work?
No, dude. I don't know. I guess like the end of my pee-pee stuck together or something. I don't know. But all I know is that went and I hit a lot of the floor and I had to stop my stream and then like.
Yeah, that usually happens after you have sex, dude.
Well, like,
did you bang Kelly at work?
What the fuck, dude?
I know. Sorry, Kelly.
No offense, Kelly, but yeah, I'm sure you probably wouldn't like me either. But that's whatever. That's besides the point.
Oh, shit.
The point is that it forked. I had to clean the floor a little bit, so I decided to take some bleach and I sprayed it down. And I was like, you know what? The floor's kind of fucking gross anyway. So I was like, it's just because this is what I do at work. I guess the degreaser at work, the Goo Gone.
This is fucking degreaser to clean up their piss. That's some heavy piss, dude.
No, that's not why. I was just like, whatever. If I'm gonna clean the floor, I might as well go full out. I might as well full out fucking clean it. And at work, I use a degreaser. I use that Goo Gone. But I guess the Goo-Gone, because I don't create chloric gas at work, so I guess the Goo-Gone doesn't have components in it that would do that. So whatever. So I didn't even think about it. So I sprayed my toilet and I sprayed some of the floor and I sprayed bleach and then degreaser. And I guess this degreaser had components in it to create chloric gas. I noticed after cleaning it for about a minute, the top of my head started. I got like some chemical burn. I got some chemical burn on my face and I was like, oh shit. Because I realized in that moment that I have a severe fear of chloric gas. Very severe fear. Because at that moment, I immediately left the bathroom, and I was like, oh, God. And I started opening up all the fucking windows. I made my fan blow out, because I have a fan in my window. I blew out the fucking... I was fucking freaking out. I was like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I was like, I'm going to die all day. I called the fucking poison control center. I was like, so... I accidentally made chloric gas. A little bit. Just a little bit. A couple sprays. Am I going to be okay? And then the lady on there...
Dude, he fucking called poison control. This is an awesome fucking story.
And then the lady's like, how long were you in it? I was like, I don't know, for like a minute. like a minute or two. And she's like, you're fucking fine. Like, how long has it been? And it's like, it's been like 15 minutes. It's like, you wouldn't be talking to me right now if it was a problem. And I was like... Okay, thank you. I hung up and I was still worried. I was like, fuck! And I started looking up symptoms and I was like...
Dude, he was going nuts all fucking night.
I was like, oh, am I gonna fuck... And listen, guys, seriously, I'm really not that much of a fucking hypochondriac.
Yeah, he is. Don't let him
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Fuck you, man. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
I know. You're right. Listen, you had cause to worry.
You're just saying that to make me feel better. But dude, honestly, like I was showing symptoms of hypoxia. You can say it, man.
Say it.
It's less than 10.
Less than 10
last year.
Your odds were pretty fucking high, bro.
Fuck you,
dude. Listen, I was just trying to call, dude.
Well, okay, so
listen,
basically, I went through all the symptoms, what happens if you breathe in chloric gas, and I was like, no, that's not it. Listen, when I look at my own symptoms for something, I stay realistic. Listen, I'm not an idiot. I'm really not.
I know.
And I was going through, so it was like, okay, no, I don't have that. I don't have these symptoms. No, it's not that.
But the problem with you is you constant research. You research it to the point you're like, oh my God, I'm going to explode in 5 minutes.
But the thing is that I went through like 9 out of the 10 things. I was like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Went through all this shit, and then I got down to hypoxia. I looked up, what's hypoxia? Yeah. Hypoxia is when you're not getting enough oxygen for your blood, blah, blah, blah. This is how people in like Mount Everest die. Now, there's difference. There's differing degrees of hypoxia. You can get like real hypoxia, where you die within like 5 minutes or less, because that's how people on like Mount Everest die.
Yeah.
Like that, because they don't get enough oxygen for their blood, because they weren't prepared for it. And it's like, and that's how a lot of people who are riding, sometimes people on planes get hypoxia because of the elevation.
Really?
Yes. And so I looked it up. I was like, oh, okay. And I was looking up the fucking symptoms, and it's like, okay, restlessness and anxiety. It was like the whole fucking day I was anxious and I couldn't sleep. I slept for about 2 hours, and I woke up and I was like, oh God, I feel like I can't breathe. It's like so short of breath a little bit. And then I came to work. I was really zoned out, like, oh God.
Oh, dude, he was on another fucking planet.
Yeah, I was totally fucking, like, I felt like I was gonna die. I was afraid to exert myself, because I was like, if I exert myself, will I damage my respiratory system? So, but then Jake was talking to me, and then I looked up, like, okay, so like what are the effects of a fucking symptoms of a panic attack? What are the symptoms of having high anxiety at the moment, like high stress? It turns out
I was worried you were having a panic attack, so I just kept trying to redirect you down other paths.
Well, as I looked it up, I was like, okay, this doesn't help at all. So how is somebody with hypoxia supposed to tell? Like, let's say they're in a situation where they might have hypoxia. How do they know if they're not just panicking or have hypoxia? That was my problem. Like I had, because the effects of having like high anxiety at the time is literally almost the same exact thing as having hypoxia. You have the same effects. Like, where you
listen, and the problem with the having the anxiety like that, you can actually, your anxiety can get so bad you can force your body into whatever you think you're fucking.
Well, that's just placebo. That's placebo.
You're doing damage to, and it's kind of like last night was kind of unfair the way I was treating you, because you were highly concerned, but I kept trying to redirect you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of not fair because I'm on those pills to help my midichlorians.
Yeah. Your midichlorians.
Yeah, my midichlorians. So my anxiety's fucking gone, dude, from those pills.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like before those pills, dude, every day I had 4 heart attacks, I had 6 strokes. I had everything. My appendix burst 20 times a day. My liver was shutting down. I mean, I filled my head with so much fucking shit.
Well, hey, look, it's Scully.
And then I started taking the metachlorian
Hey,
pills.
Scully.
And now my metachlorians, I'm like super fucking Jedi now. And dude, I'm so Jedi. I like when the bill collectors call, it doesn't even bother me. It's like I'm not taking that call.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't even phase me. Doesn't even phase me, man.
Well, I mean, like for me, I'm very socially awkward, and I wonder if I'd really not like to take pills. So like, I'm not gonna try and.
Yeah,
like,
well, I don't like to take pills either, but these
this
fucking
precisely
things
my-
really help.
when I went to go get my fishing gear, speaking of which, during that chloric gas incident, I went out fishing. I went out fishing to try and calm myself down, and I caught 2 fish. I caught 2 fish while I was anxious. So I did great while I was fucking panicking. I caught a pickerel and I caught a fucking bluegill.
Yeah.
I caught a very big bluegill. And the pickerel was maybe 14 inches, maybe 1 or 2 pounds tops.
Yeah.
But it was it fought like motherfucker.
Listen, I just want to throw out a warning with the fishing thing, though.
Oh yeah.
I got into fishing a couple years ago. Well, I've always been into fishing, but a couple years ago, I was really heavy into it with Grandmaster Rob.
Yeah.
Because he got a boat, and we were on the lake.
Yeah.
We were on the lake.
There's a boat for sale down the street, by the
Yeah,
way.
we were on the lake like twice a week. We got out there at least once a week.
Yeah.
But sometimes twice a week. And it was awesome. It was an awesome feeling. And it gives you a lot of time to think. And what happened was I was out there fishing so much, I realized I fucking hated the girlfriend I had at the time. And we were together like 13 fucking years or something like that. 12 fucking years.
We'll get back on
But
topic
listen,
after we're talking
all
about
that time out there on the lake, it's like, I fucking hate this fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And the more fish I didn't catch, the more I fucking realized this relationship can't go on. We're just not fucking...
It's like
We're not
it's
meant
like a
for this.
relationship between a man and his shitty fishing pole. You know, where
yeah.
you're like, I need a new
Yeah.
one. I need to fix
So
something.
pretty much, well, it's been, not that much time has gone by. So fishing may have saved my life.
Good job.
Or it may have fucking ruined it.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'm happy for you, man.
I don't know. We'll find out the next couple of years what the outcome is. But
But you know what?
yeah.
Whatever.
But-
Besides the point, I had gone fishing. I was using my brand new fishing pole. This is what I'm coming to, because I wanted to mention I went fishing, caught 2 fish. The pike fought very hard. Blah blah blah. Bluegill literally gave up in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
As soon as I hooked it, it fought for like literally 5 seconds, and it was just like
Yeah, they're little bitches.
fucking. But the pike fought all the way to the shore, and then fought while it was still on shore.
Dude.
Like I couldn't get it to stand the fuck still. The picture I took of it, it's covered in fucking dirt because it wouldn't calm the fuck
You
down.
got to rip into a striper up there.
Yeah, man.
Man,
I'd love to.
oh
I'd
my
fucking love
God.
to. I want because
fucking-
honestly, after fighting the pike, because I haven't done as much fishing as Jake has, and I have caught bass. Bass fight relatively hard. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. They, largemouth. They fight you a little bit, but if they're smaller, after a while, they just kind of give up. The bluegill offered literally no fucking challenge whatsoever.
Yeah.
But the pike fucking
Yeah,
fought
yeah,
like
they
a
fight
motherfucker.
good.
Like
Yeah,
a
when
motherfucker.
they get like 20, when they
Yeah.
get 20 inches over 20
Yeah.
inches, they're a blast to reel in.
Yeah.
I only caught 1 striper. It's funny, the day I caught that striper, Grandmaster Rob almost shit his pants in the boat. He actually had to speed the boat up to go to the shore, and I didn't even get the trolling motor up yet. He almost ripped it the fuck off, and I'm like, dude, and he's yelling, I got his shit. Dude, and I finally got the trolling motor up, which was a good thing because he like jumped the boat right up on the shore and he like ran into the woods and just fucking, he was in the woods like, oh yeah, oh shit, oh. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then these 2 people on kayaks go by and Grandmaster is up there making all these fucking noises. Dude, we had to pull off the lake like 2 or 3 times that day for him to shit. He was
That's
having a
horrible.
shit and fit.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, but
you
whatever.
caught a striper that day.
I
so
caught a
that's good.
striper, dude.
How big was it?
It was 30 inches.
Wow.
And dude, it took forever to fucking land, dude. we thought we were gonna fucking lose it, but it took both of us to fucking get it in the boat. It was.
Yeah. How much did it weigh? Would you
cool.
say?
When we weighed it, I believe it weighed 11.5 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty.
But
pretty
another
badass.
thing to note, when I was also using a brand new fishing pole, got it from Dunkelberger's. This is all coming full circle, by the way, which I'll get back because I've branched out multiple times at this point. I'm sorry, I branched out multiple times. This has gone nuts. But I'm gonna finish off my story here. Anyway, I had just gotten a new fishing rod. I got a rod and reel. I got both Shimano. A Shimano rod and a Shimano reel for creek fishing. It's a tiny pole. It's 5'6", and it has literally 5-pound test braid on it. It was meant for me to go when I go wading in creeks. I go wading in creeks a lot. I find creeks and then I just because sometimes there's
one quick note though. In this area, I don't know where you're from. People listening maybe. Creeks around here are like a small stream.
Yeah, they're really small.
Yeah,
they're
some people call them a creek, stream, river.
The thing is that some of them are deeper
small.
than you'd think. Actually, man, like the one by the fire station that I go to all the time comes up to it comes up to here, man. When I'm standing up,
Your
when
boobs?
no, like my belly button ish.
Oh, your belly button.
Yeah, once you hit the middle, and but
Scully's rubbing my leg.
Yeah, she's rubbing my leg too. She wants some treats.
I can't wait till we're on video so the world can see Scully.
Yeah,
because she's a badass bitch.
Yeah.
And I called her a bitch. That's right.
But I was using 5-pound test braid. I have braid on one of my bait casters, and it's like 15-pound test, and it's very thick braid. But dude, I think braid is the answer to all my fishing fucking problems now. Because I was telling you, one of my favorite spoons, I got it fucking stuck in a log across the fucking cove. I literally dragged the fucking log across the fucking cove to get my shit back, and because it was moving, I was like, whatever, might as well drag it across the fucking lake, or at least try.
Yeah.
I did with 5-pound test braid, and if you don't know, braid is basically, it matches the diameter and weight of like 1 pound monofilament, but it offers 5-pound test weight, so it can bear up to 5 pounds. But the log was fucking huge. It had to have been like a 30-pound fucking log, 30 or 40-pound log. It was huge, and it withstood it. So it's like, what the fuck, man? I think 5-pound test. I think they're lowballing it, man. What the fuck? I'm pretty confident if I hooked into a massive bass or like a massive pike or something, I'd be able to reel it in.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, Jamie. She only gets 5.
Yeah.
Okay, because she's a fat bitch.
But
go over there, Scully.
But besides the point, this all comes back. So I was talking about my new.
She thinks I have them.
But the new Shimano reel and rod, I had to go to Dunkelberger's to get.
Yeah.
By the way, they actually serviced me very well. The guy talked to me, and I was asking him for suggestions. He did well. But this is what leads into my anxiety. I was talking to this guy, and I started sweating real bad. I was like, oh, God, I'm talking to a stranger. Somebody I don't know.
That's fucked up.
Dude, I was very... But this is what it all plays into. I'm so sorry, guys. This took so long to explain because it just kept branching off.
It's whatever.
But, yeah.
Dunkelberger's, you owe us $100, motherfuckers.
But let me go ahead and round up basically TLDR what I said.
You got a rubber back now. Rubber back. That's how I tell her there's no more treats coming.
Yeah. And basically, TLDR, guys... I got really anxious. I went fishing with the new fishing reel.
What's TLDR?
It means too long didn't read.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So basically, I went fishing with the new rod I got, and I was talking about my anxiety, and I went to Dunkelberger's to get this fishing rod a couple days ago, and I was super anxious when I went to buy it because the guy was talking to me, and I was like, I don't know this person. But he serviced me really well, and if you ever listen to this podcast, dude, thank you so much. You were actually a huge amount of help, man.
Yeah, and now it's $200 because he said it twice. So.
But
yeah.
The guy talked to me, and I was asking him for suggestions and like what would be good for around here, and what was your suggestion for what kind of pound test for braid? And he was like, because I had 10-pound test originally picked out because I underestimated the braid clearly.
Yeah.
So. But that's besides the point. I went out fishing that day to calm down. I never calmed down. I went back home and I was still fucking freaking out. And then I came to work, still freaking out. I had like an all day long mini panic attack for the whole entire day.
It was bad.
And I calmed down on first break. That's when I started.
First break, you started to calm down.
Yeah.
By lunch, you were pretty good.
Yeah. I started to calm down, and I realized that there's really nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
But kinda. I mean. But I had reason to worry. I had all the symptoms of hypoxia, but to be fair, they were the same exact symptoms of having anxiety. So I think I just kind of was like, I'm fucking dying.
And because of this, I've come to the conclusion that if we do have a podcast where you do DMT,
yeah,
we're gonna have to have a fucking nurse here.
No, we're not.
Yes,
we're not. Dude, so guys, if you don't know, we haven't talked about this yet. One of my plans is like one of the things I'd like to do once we're on video, because I don't think it would count if we were on just sound, because you guys would need proof for me doing DMT. For all you guys would know is that I would just be faking it.
Yeah.
But I would really like to do DMT on a podcast. He thinks I'm going to get too anxious. I'm not typically an anxious person. I'm really not.
Unless he inhales fucking
toxic fumes. Listen, here's why. My mom was actually calling me obsessive compulsive, because listen, I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I do. It's actually something I have. I wash my hands like a crazy motherfucker, and that's why my hands are kind of fucked up. And I didn't realize that, dude, this whole hydrochloric acid thing, in retrospect, you know what I realized about this? You know how often I avoid ammonia and bleach for the most part? Because I didn't realize that the degreaser would fucking create chloric gas.
Yeah.
I because of school, when I was in school, we were told so heavily to avoid chloric gas at all points, because like if you do that, your family will die. Literally what they were saying. Like there was once a family that fucking they accidentally made it, they didn't realize, and a lot of them died in their sleep, and only a couple got out. And it was like, wow, that's fucked up. I'm never gonna do that. And I didn't realize that degreaser with bleach does the same thing. And it was only a couple sprays, and from what I understand, that's not enough to become an issue. But I was worried. I was still worried. But I come to realize that maybe my mom's right. Maybe I am very obsessive compulsive about it. Where I was like, fuck, I fucked up. Because that's what I get like when I get like gross shit on my hands. I get crazy. I get paranoid when I get shit on my hands that I don't like having on my hands. So like, I don't know how to explain it. Like
power bait.
What?
Like that stinky power
bait
stuff.
I get dirt. I don't mind dirt. For me, it's mostly like poop. That's why I'm afraid to have a kid. Because if I ever have to change a diaper, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
Yeah, you honestly, you probably shouldn't have kids.
I mean, like
adopt.
I'd like to.
One of those little Asians.
I'd like to continue my legacy at some point, but as far as the taking care of said legacy,
adopt a little Asian kid and give him your name.
Yeah, but whatever. Besides the point, guys. Yeah. So basically, I all day I had a fucking panic attack. Went to work. Managed to calm down, and maybe I'm not dying from hypoxia.
We ate some fucking cheddar wurst for lunch. Everything was
good. Yeah, fuck yeah. The cheddar wurst was so good. Johnsonville.
Yeah,
they owe us $100.
$100, man. Adding this shit up. Yeah, we moving on?
Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Guys, TLDR, I thought I was dying of hypoxia. I'm retarded.
Okay. I'd like to talk a little music today. That's cool.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of something to talk about. We might do a bigger podcast about this at some point, we're with more info.
Yeah. But if you're on our Facebook there, which Brian's not, but if you're on our Facebook, today we've been posting a bunch of stuff about musicians. Well, have we? Yeah. We posted some pretty good clips from YouTube on there. Some songs that are pretty interesting.
Oh, are you talking about the meme songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But earlier today, I believe this morning, I may have done it. I can't remember. I don't know. But I posted some pictures of Robert Johnson. And I encourage anyone listening to go check out Robert Johnson.
Yeah, Robert Johnson's an interesting one. I was on it for a little bit. When we were listening to a lot of documentaries, I went into Robert Johnson.
He's a blues artist. He kind of got a little famous around 1936, 1937.
Yeah. His music's good, by the way.
It's really.
He only made one album though.
Do I say he's black or do I say he's African American? I don't know how this works.
It doesn't matter.
He's a black African American.
Because he's a black man, and that's okay. In my opinion, it's okay to call someone a black man.
Because basically, this guy.
There's nothing wrong with being black.
This guy started rock and roll. If you like rock and roll.
Well, he's one of the. He's definitely up there.
Just check him out. But he started. Not only did he start, in my opinion, start rock and roll, but he started two other things that are pretty weird, pretty cool. cool things to look into. The first thing he started was famous musicians selling their soul to the devil.
Yeah, he was the start of the time. No, actually,
Yeah.
he wasn't. He wasn't even the start of the timeline. There was a couple people before him.
There were people.
Yeah,
before
there.
him?
In retrospect, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
So
after the
I'm
fact,
probably-
like people who died at 27.
Okay,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, am
There-
I gonna fuck up the next one because he's a member of the 27 Club too.
Yeah, well,
He died
no. There are a couple people who died before him that people suppose they might have sold their soul to the devil. But you know,
Yeah.
of course, which is already speculated. Of course, it's selling your soul to the devil. That's already within the realm
Jamie,
of paranormal.
why don't you check up the 27 Club? See, that way we can.
Well, here
manage-
I got a thing right here.
You got 27 Club.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Here I got it.
Yeah, the 27 Club's pretty interesting.
Give
It's
me
a
one.
lot better than that White Lighter Club that you want to be part of.
Yeah, guys, if you don't know, I don't currently have one because I lost my white lighter. I have a white lighter on me, usually at all times, so that if I die, I have the white lighter on me. And then people think like, "Wow, what the fuck happened to this guy?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's part of the White Lighter Club. Well, how old are you? You're 20.
I'm 22.
Oh wow! So like in 5 years, you could be part of the 27 Club.
I
too,
could.
with a white lighter.
I could. Hopefully the
You nail both clubs.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, it's not.
And
the 20
hopefully the devil will
well,
present himself about this podcast.
Robert Johnson.
and-
Robert Johnson was the first person for the 27 Club. Now he's not the first person who is supposedly sold their soul to the devil, though. In terms of music,
Music.
there's at least one or two people before him. There's a classical musician that came before him. That was actually, I don't remember the guy's name. We didn't do any research on this guy, so I don't know who the guy's name was because I remember I watched a video or I looked him up, and there was one person before that, and I was like, what the frick?
Cool thing about Robert Johnson is if you're really into music, you know about music, dude. You listen to some Robert Johnson, okay, and then you go listen to some Page, listen to some Zeppelin, some AC/DC, Jesus Christ, some Van Halen. Geez, the list goes on. I can't even fucking think of everyone. Some Rolling Stones. You name it. I mean,
Yeah, a lot of their blues riffs and stuff
dude,
like that. They do have the Robert Johnson
it
style.
all goes back to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty wild. You know, there's there's a Van Halen song we were talking about at work this morning. There's a Van Halen song. I don't know if that's the right name. What I gave you, Ice Cream Man. I don't even.
No,
know.
that was the name
I'm
of
the
the song.
ice cream man. Stop
Hold
it
on.
when
I won't play the
pass
song
by.
for copyright issues.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. We got to look into that because I heard other podcasts where they actually play fucking music, dude.
Because they might have asked permission. They may have.
Well, Robert Johnson's fucking dead.
Well, you realize how copyright works, right? If they're dead for a certain amount of time, there's actually a number for if they're dead for a certain amount of time. Their
but I
music is
thought-
royalty free. You can use it whenever.
Yeah.
So like a lot of Beethoven's music, you can
thought-
use Beethoven music, I believe.
Yeah, and I don't think the whole music royalty thing kicked in until like the 40s or 50s though. So I think anything before that's free game.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And I think that's why a lot of these rock musicians, especially Van Halen with that Ice
Well,
Cream Man
they
song,
get away with it rather.
they
or not,
jack
yeah.
it. They jack it right from them. Another big one was Eric Clapton. He covered his song "Down at the Crossroads" or "At the
No
Crossroads."
shit.
That's Robert Johnson's song, and that song is actually about going to the crossroads. The story of Robert Johnson selling his soul to the devil. And if you listen to some of his other songs too, he's all about the devil, man. He's all about the devil hunting him down.
Yeah. Well, they also say on a skeptic level, they say that he was a very paranoid person. They say that he was also a bit of a womanizer, that he had a lot of enemies.
Yeah, because he loved the pussy. And the guy never really had a place to stay. He didn't have his own home.
Yeah.
You know, so he was always looking for places to crash. So he usually always up banging someone's fucking wife. He always nails.
That's actually,
things right.
that's something that they suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, and they think that's what kind of killed him.
Well, they think that somebody's husband had killed him.
Well,
yeah.
there's two theories there, that he was poisoned or he had syphilis. But the syphilis thing is the guy never had a fucking doctor. So there was no like medical exam given that this guy had fucking syphilis. But that's one of the theories. Hell, they don't even know where he's buried. There's like 3 or 4
there's
potential sites.
there's 3 sites. I remember I was watching a documentary, and I think they came to a conclusion that he was quote unquote probably buried here. which was I think that was also the same. That was also the same documentary I watched where the guy had his own interviews with the devil.
Yeah.
The devil. It was like a fake. It was like fake. It was half fictional, half documentary.
Yeah.
It's actually a really dumb documentary, guys. You know what? I'm gonna look it up real
Yeah.
quick. Keep doing your thing.
So yeah, so they say he sold his soul to the devil, and that kind of lore travels through a lot of musicians, even up to today. Jimmy Page was another big one that he sold his soul to the devil for fame. Simon and Garfunkel. I remember when I was a kid, Saturday Night Live, because Paul Simon was always on fucking Saturday Night Live in like the 80s and shit, the early 80s. They used to make jokes about it all the time on Saturday Night Live, that they sold their soul to the devil for fame.
Yeah.
I think it was Jimmy Page.
All right,
Check
guys.
this out. I think it was Jimmy Page.
The documentary I watched, it was called Robert Johnson Crossroad Blues Vost VOSTFR, and it's the uploader was called Sienna Sine. This documentary was a good documentary. It was very informational, but it's about this guy basically looking for the lost album of Robert,
yeah.
And it
I
was
remember that.
and
you got me to listen to that. Yeah.
It was a cool documentary until he started talking to the quote unquote the devil.
Yeah.
Which was really dumb. I'm sorry.
Jimmy Page bought Aleister Crowley's soul. I think he did.
But guys, yeah, definitely take a look at Robert Johnson, man. Any documentary works really, and just listen to his music. His music's good too.
Dude, his music is, and I didn't think I'd be into his music, but
because it is old. It's oldie. It's old blues.
It's really
it's
old.
30s blues.
Yeah,
so.
you're talking 1930s, man.
And he wasn't the first blues artist by any means, but he was definitely one of the pioneers of popularizing it.
Yeah.
So, because at that point, the Delta blues was already a thing.
House burnt down in 2015.
Yeah. Jamie just told us that fucking Jimmy Page actually purchased Aleister Crowley's home, and Jimmy Page was always accused of selling his soul. Jimmy Page
was that at the
Led
same
Zeppelin.
time? Cross reference right here. Was that at the same time when David Bowie was afraid of Jimmy Page because he thought?
I don't know. Does it say what year he bought that home?
Tell me when, and I'll tell you exactly because I'm pretty sure.
They say Jimmy Page was into a lot of black magic too.
Yeah, because David Bowie, deathly afraid of that.
1970.
Yeah,
yes, that was it.
Yeah.
David Bowie was deathly afraid of Jimmy Page, and David Bowie was afraid of the fact that he was into black magic, and he used to think that Jimmy Page was trying to kill him. That's a fun fact. That's a fun fact, guys. Check out Last Podcast on the Left. Pay us $100 now.
Yeah.
Apparently that's how that works. But yeah, Last Podcast on the Left actually did an episode about David Bowie and his ties to a cult, which has to do with Stations to Station. Very good album, but it has to do with a cult, which is confirmed. It's like not even speculated. He did that as like an occult thing, and this was when he was like totally fucking coked out of his mind.
Yeah.
And the Last Podcast on the Left actually did an episode or two about him, and they actually mentioned Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page lived in Aleister Crowley's house, which apparently wasn't that far away.
Yeah.
And that was apparently very scary to David Bowie. So yes, he did live in Aleister Crowley's house, or whatever, his crazy black magic house.
What'd you say? You said it burnt down?
Yeah, it burned down in 2015.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably some black magic shit. But it makes you wonder if people really do summon up the old devil there. And
Well, I don't know. That depends if
soul.
you believe in the devil or not. It's I'm going to jump into ghosts and exorcisms for a second. The whole idea of the devil to me is very strange because I'm, if you guys don't know, I'm an atheist. I do not believe in God. I don't believe in the afterlife.
Yeah.
I'm not to be a dick. If you believe in something, you're allowed to believe it. I'm not going to tell you not to, whether you're Islamic or you're Christian,
Why'd
whatever.
you say Islamic
Jewish.
first?
Because I'm not an Islamophobe.
Okay, just checking.
But yeah, no matter what you believe, you're allowed to believe it. I'm not the kind of atheist that's like, well, actually, you're wrong. It's like I'm not like that. Like, believe in what you want, man. It's just like I believe in whatever I want. I'm a very liberty centric person. I believe in you're allowed to fuck. If you want to believe in the flying spaghetti monster, man, go ahead.
Yeah.
So that being said, the whole thing is that fucking Wow, I lost my
Wow,
track.
you fucking just...
Dude, I lost my track of thought.
Wow.
What was I talking about?
Holy shit.
What was I talking about?
Dude, I don't fucking know. That drink fucked me up, dude.
Wow, I'm so... Anyway, what was I talking about?
You're a fucking atheist.
Oh,
yeah, you're an atheist.
Yeah, and oh yeah, that's right. For demonic possession, stuff like that. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. I have such a bad memory. It's hard. I have like the most horrible short-term memory in the world. If you tell me, like,
You should Google that. You may have Alzheimer's.
AIDS or something.
Or AIDS, yeah.
But fucking yeah. Like, I don't necessarily believe in the afterlife, and yet these people sometimes get quote unquote possessed. And they start speaking in Latin and whatnot, which is strange.
Because I seen Constantine.
That is pretty strange. That is strange. But you also at the same time, that's the church reporting on that kind of stuff. So that's where that's where I'm like, well, it's the fucking church. Of course they want you to believe in fucking the devil. So that just gets all muddled up. So it all depends if you believe in the devil or not. Dude. I'm in no position to comment on it because sometimes I watch things, see things, and I'm like, well, that seems pretty convincing, but that goes up against my beliefs. So, and then like, it's so muddled up. It's so hard to fucking talk about. But yeah, man, Robert Johnson selling his soul to the devil. They say that Kurt Cobain did it too. And that's why he died at 27. They say all those people who died at 27 sold their soul to the devil. Yeah. And that's how much their contract was worth. Yeah. You know? So
didn't that Amy Slimehouse, didn't she die at 27?
My God. Yeah, she did.
Yeah. I
she didn't go to rehab, and now she's dead.
Wow, that was fucked up. Yeah, Morrison, 27. Yeah. Morrison's another one too where...
Well, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's Rush Limbaugh.
Well, I'm not saying he's Rush Limbaugh, but I don't know. There was some weird shit. It's always with these celebrities when they die. There's weird shit, man. And it's like, I don't know, man. Just weird shit. And then it just leaves too many questions because the whole Jim Morrison thing is, I don't know. There's some funky shit about that too. The way that went down.
I don't know anything about Jim Morrison's death, so I can't comment on it.
Yeah,
that might be something I look into.
It's fucked up. I'm
just to learn.
I'm pretty sure, Jamie, check it out. I love having Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan loaned us Jamie for the night. How did Jim Morrison die? I'm pretty sure it was a heroin overdose. But the weird thing is the group of people he followed and everything, his party people, everyone kind of said, heroin wasn't his thing. So for him to, bang
really?
Out, yeah.
Well, he could have. You know what they said? Was it? No. I'm thinking of meth. I'm sorry, guys. Because I remember hearing that like there's some drugs that you can try for the first time that might actually kill you because you did it for the first time, and I believe meth is one of them. Yeah. Where like if you try meth for the first time, you might get yourself killed. Yeah, it's like so there are many cases of people who try meth for the first time because they're in the drugs or whatever, and then they die the first time. So, but that's not heroin. I don't know if heroin's within that list or not. I don't know. It could have been possible that Jim Morrison decided, fuck it, I'll try heroin.
Yeah. That is what it says, but his official cause of death is congestive heart failure.
So he had a heart attack.
Well, that's what they say. People who die from meth.
I know
the first time.
They rushed his autopsy and they rushed his funeral too.
Now that's strange.
There was just some weird stuff, and I'm pretty sure he had made comments before then that he would just like to give. He didn't want to be a rock and roll star anymore. He was heavily into poetry and shit, and he just
wanted to be a writer.
Yeah, he just wanted to be a writer, and I don't know all the details. Maybe we can go into it later podcast or whatever. I don't know all the details, but I guess after his death, there was a writer, and I can't remember the name. No one really knew who he was, though, because the writers have, what the fuck are they called? Pen names?
Pen names, yes.
Pen names. And this guy was close to... It's like if you read his shit, you could think, oh, wow, this sounds like something Jim Morrison would have did. So I don't know what... You had mentioned Ghost and shit. Yeah, I just want to mention, I want to give a shout out to these dudes on fucking Twitter that really I gave them a shout, and we kind of they retweet our stuff like fucking crazy. And I
haven't been checking Twitter.
I retweet.
I suck at Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who posts on Facebook.
I retweet their stuff like crazy too, and they're on Twitter. They're at Paranormal or RE1, Paranormal or Reality. They're paranormal enthusiasts. They go around, they visit haunted hotels or places or whatever.
They visit them.
They visit them.
Oh wow, cool.
And they put their their adventures and stuff, their little quests. They put them on YouTube. So if you're on the Twitter there, just check them out. It's at PARANORMALOR capital R E1. It seemed like pretty cool dudes. I watched some of their stuff.
You actually watched some of their stuff?
Yeah. I watched some of their stuff. It's pretty.
Yeah,
neat
sorry
shit.
guys, I'm not on the Twitter. I'm really not on the Twitter.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitter like too much, but just check them out and thank them guys for.
Scully's getting fat.
Yeah, I know she's getting huge, man. Way too many treats.
Continue.
But I just want to thank those guys for retweeting our stuff. As long as they retweet our stuff, I'll keep retweeting their stuff. So big ups to them. All right, yeah.
I wish I'd love to do a ghost hunt, but I'd want to do a ghost hunt by myself. I'd like to go in somewhere alone.
Well, I tell you to hook up these guys, but they're based in Arizona, so
damn.
I ain't
if you guys are
fucking
ever in
Arizona.
town, talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're ever in Pennsylvania,
like if you're ever
hit us
in, I don't know if I'm willing to leave town because I'm such a recluse. So if you guys are at the haunted hotel around my corner, go ahead and fucking talk to me.
So yeah. Might as well stay on the music thing.
Oh yeah, we talk about music.
What do you want to talk about?
You want to talk about music that we like?
Greatest country artist ever.
Wheeler Walker Jr. If you guys don't know who Wheeler Walker Jr. is, listen, that guy's my fucking idol. Even if he went on Twitter and said, "Yo, these drinking a theory guys, these guys are fucking tools, they're assholes,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, I love you, man." Dude, he's so fucking funny. I love him. His fucking music's good. I don't like country music, but he makes me like country music, to put into perspective. He's talented. He's funny. Some of his songs are great. I'd like to play some of his music on here. I don't know if he's copyrighted or not. I don't know how that works. But he's funny as fuck. Go check Wheeler Walker out, man. Wheeler Walker Jr. If you like funny shit, really, if you like funny shit, if you want to have a laugh listening to some fucking country, dude, listen to fucking Wheeler Walker Jr. Look, it's just any of his songs, they're all fucking hilarious, man.
It's because of him I found out that everyone was hooked on that fucking Walmart kid.
Yeah,
well, come to find out, the Walmart yodeler. Yeah, that was bullshit. You guys were fucking duped. You were fucked. He was already signed to a major record label before he fucking went.
What was the record label? Atlantic or something like that?
I think that's what it was. I'm not.
He already had a record label. It wasn't just some kid. It was a PR stunt.
Yeah, it was a PR stunt. Just to give you, I can play this because this is public, whatever. I just want to play a little clip of Wheeler Walker explaining about it.
Fuck yeah, go ahead. I'll pause it real quick, just for a second. Just a warning, guys. The way that we have our audio set up, it's going to be in mono, so it might play in one ear or the other, depending on who's playing what. Yeah. But it's still going to come through good.
Yeah, it'll come through. Don't worry, we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way. But go ahead.
Would you donate $50 million to our Patreon?
Yeah, $50 million. At least $50 million.
Yeah.
$50 million if we want to lowball it. $100 million if you...
Just treat us like the Clinton Foundation. And just give us your fucking money, man.
Please.
We invite you. Okay. So here's Wheeler Walker talking a little about the Walmart kid. Funny dude, cool dude.
Keeps getting fucking worse. Y'all got fucking tricked, okay? I'm sorry. Stop leaving fucking comments. You got tricked by Atlantic Records, and they fucking got you, and you got your hopes up for some stupid little fucking brat who sang for free at the fucking Walmart. It was all a plan. You got had. That was all their fucking marketing plans. And you fell for it because you're all fucking cheap. But I didn't fall for it because I'm fucking smart, you know? I don't fall for this shit. I got fucking brains. If you don't have brains, it's your fault. You gotta use your fucking heads, man. If you think the savior of country music was playing for free at Walmart, it's your own fucking fault for falling into it. You fucking idiots. God damn it, I've never seen so many fucking stupid people in my fucking life. Go listen to this shit if you want it. Fucking Walmart yodeler. Ugh. Fuck you.
So that's Wheeler Walker's take on it.
Did he
But
have
it's-
multiple videos? Because he said that one thing. He said that one thing.
Yeah.
Dude, pull it up if you can, because
yeah,
I don't want to botch it.
I got it right here. He always plays his own music for an intro before he starts
Holy
talking.
shit, man. It's so fucking bad. This fucking Walmart Kids song's the worst shit I ever heard. No, you guys gotta shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stay off my fucking Instagram. Unfollow me and follow the kid if you like that. Stop fucking bitching and complaining to me that I'm making fun of a kid and I'm jealous of this kid because he's successful and I'm not. Guess what? That kid's jealous of me because my fucking balls dropped and I got hair on my nuts. This kid's a fucking meme. They put him on the local news and you motherfuckers gobbled it up like fucking pigs at the fucking trough because you're all fucking cheap, you know? You're just eating that shit up. Maybe don't find your music from memes and little kids and grow up, get a fucking life, shut the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone and get a fucking life and not try to look for the new savior of country music in a fucking local news meme.
All right. I got one more.
Just one more, guys.
You fucking stupid dipshits. The Walmart yodeler fucking had you, man. You guys sitting on my fucking Instagram saying, don't make fun of him, he's just a fucking kid, man. Well, yeah, he's a fucking kid who fucking sucks. Listen to this song. Sounds like fucking dog shit, man. You guys are pissed because you got had. You thought he was the fucking, next Hank Williams. Turns out he's fucking Luke Bryan in diapers, man. Don't trust anybody who likes candy more than pussy. So I was singing a fucking love song. Only thing he fucking loves is fucking Mario and Luigi. You guys got fucking had by a stupid fucking meme, and you're pissed at yourselves for falling for it, because you're all fucking sheep. Now leave me the fuck alone. I'm right, you're wrong. Walmart kid fucking sucks. You fucking suck, and you're fucking pissed about it. Keep me out of it, and fuck you.
So,
Dude,
so that's it.
He's so fucking
Yeah.
funny, man. Wheeler Walker Jr., man. If you ever fucking listen to this, man, I idolize you.
Yeah.
Dude, you're fucking awesome. Even if you fucking hate me right now, man, I'll always think you're fucking cool.
Yeah, so like if the 10 people that listen to us like are on Twitter, yo, follow Wheeler Walker because he's always asking, yo, what podcast should I listen to today? Or shit like that. Yo, tell him to listen to this fucking shit. This episode, so he knows we're fucking talking about him. Because he's a cool dude. He's not your typical country artist. Songs are a little different. But I suggest you go check him out on YouTube. If you know anything about Steel Panther, I would say he's the Steel Panther of the country world.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'd say he is.
Yeah. So he's badass. And country music does fucking suck. It's the new country music. It's not even country music.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was into country music because I lived with my father, and that's what they played all the time was country music. So I went through a country music phase, and it was still kind of country, but then it just changed. I think Billy Ray Cyrus changed it and just took it in a whole different shit heap of a direction.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I've heard a couple older fashioned country songs, and I'm not gonna mention some of them because some of them are very racist.
oh, that guy.
Well, a couple of them are pretty bad.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? The country back then was pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's we were gonna talk like objectively,
Johnny
musically.
Cash.
Oh, Johnny Cash, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash too was very good. I mean, I liked "Hurt," but that was.
That was
Well,
really,
today.
if you look at Johnny Cash's career,
Yeah.
there weren't many songs that he actually wrote himself.
That's just the case for a lot of people. Look at not John. Why did I say John? Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra literally, he had a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
He barely wrote any of his own music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like half mobster too or something? Was that the one?
No, me?
Wasn't it? Check Frank
Maybe.
Frank Sinatra. See if he was in the mob.
Maybe. But Frank
Because
Sinatra.
he hung out with all those motherfuckers. Wasn't he in that?
Well, he was tied in with a lot of people.
Was he in that Rat Pack too with Sammy Davis Jr. and all them? Because they say Sammy Davis Jr. was a big fucking Luciferian that he sold his fucking soul.
Yeah.
And it's weird at the time because at the time he was one of the few black people that got accepted into that fucking world. It's so weird if you can Google pictures, look back at the fucking Rat Pack. There's fucking white people everywhere. Everyone's white, and then all of a sudden there's Sammy Davis Jr. But he's a funny motherfucker too. So did he do that song My Ding-a-Ling? I can't remember.
My Ding-a-Ling.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, My Ding-a-Ling. My Ding-a-Ling.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. That sounds familiar, man.
Won't you play with my ding-a-ling-a-ling? That fucking song is awesome.
But, I don't know. Shit. Yeah, we're talking about Robert Johnson, talking about all these guys. Shit. What was it? What was the point of bringing all this shit up? Because I was gonna say,
something
like,
to fucking talk about.
I'm afraid to bring up my music taste because you guys all make fun of me for it. You guys all make fun of me.
Well, that's because you think Radiohead, Tom York
Fuck
is
you,
God.
man. I like Radiohead. Radiohead is great. Okay, It requires at least a 300 to 200 IQ, somewhere in that range. You need to hit at least that. If you're not at least that, you're too fucking stupid to understand Radiohead. Okay, too fucking stupid. Can you give me ice too? Ice rum, baby. Okay. Listen, Radiohead's good. And I'm not talking about Pablo Honey or the Benz, motherfucker. Oh my god.
Yeah, we had a problem the other day. The fucking ice maker, just exploded with ice. Tony went to open the freezer, and the fucking ice just blew out all over the floor. It was everywhere.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the ice maker.
Okay. Anyway, Pablo Honey and the Benz, not that great. They had a couple hits. You got Creep. You got Anyone Can Play Guitar. You got fucking Fake Plastic Trees. You know what I mean? Good songs. Pretty good songs, but the rest of it was all filler, man. It was all just trying to fit into the pop genre. You know what I mean? OK Computer and onwards, masterpiece. I don't care if you don't like the music per se, and that's understandable. A lot of people who liked Radiohead back in the day.
You say per se a lot. I'm just saying.
Wow. What are you trying to do? Make me seem like a pretentious butthole?
No.
No, it's okay. I get it.
word per se.
No, but dude, fucking everything past OK Computer was basically what Radiohead I'd imagine wanted to be, because they complained about Pablo Honey endlessly. They did not like Pablo Honey, and they especially hated Creep. And I fucking love Radiohead's discography after the Benz. I mean, I kind of like the Benz. Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'm trying to put a cap on it. I really like, I kind of like the Benz a little bit, but Pablo Honey, I fucking despised Pablo Honey for the most part. Creep was an okay song, and so was Anyone Can Play Guitar, but that's about it. But the Benz and Pablo Honey for the most part was just filler, stupid shit. But everything past OK Computer is very progressive, and a lot of it's pretty good for the most part. King of Limbs was kind of shit. Guys, I'm going in depth here with Radiohead. But King of Limbs...
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, so I'm just going to let him keep going.
King of Limbs wasn't that great. But everything else, dude, honestly, pretty... it's a lot of atmospheric music that, listen, if you listen to music, you like jamming out in your fucking car, not for you, man.
Jamming out with your clam out. I know that.
It's not music for people who just like listening to music. If you like more atmospheric kind of stuff, if you like an atmosphere to be created, and that's where Radiohead shines. Their lyrics are a little bit edgy still to this day. Tom York has made himself very clearly anti-capitalist. He's very pro-globalist. But besides that, man, especially I think one of their most atmospheric albums was their most recent one, which was Moonshaped Pool. Very atmospheric. It was very sad, very sad album, and it made me depressed to listen to. But man, I don't know. A lot of people shit on me for listening to Radiohead, but I enjoy Radiohead. I enjoy them. I think they make good music, and I think that if you have a more complicated, okay, I'm gonna be realistic for a second. Radiohead objectively is not that great. Okay, in terms of music, like if you enjoy listening to music because it's music, then Radiohead's not for you. If you like a beat, if you like listening to music because it's catchy and you like dancing to it and you like bobbing your head to it, Radiohead's not for you. Okay.
Well, actually, I seen Radiohead back in 1997.
Yeah. Speaking of bobbing heads,
I
yeah.
seen them at. I went to one of those Tibetan freedom concerts.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys were a disappointment, by the way. Which I
Keep
was amped
talking.
to see.
I'm gonna go get a Coke.
So Radiohead was there, and I was pretty amped to see Radiohead because 96, 97, lot of hype about Radiohead. So I seen him, and I couldn't stop watching Tom York's fucking head the whole time, like his head was like on a swivel or something,
baby, you know what I'm saying?
and it kept going back and forth, and it really took away from the music, which I'm glad because I don't know. I don't like their music.
Yeah, whatever.
I know,
Okay.
I know, but
It's okay
you know
to
what?
not
It's
be
cool.
smart. It's okay
Listen,
to not be smart.
it's but his fucking head was just all over the place. I mean, you could see he was really passionate about what he was doing, but his head was like a fucking bobblehead, dude. It was pretty
Yeah.
insane.
I can't say I'm a fan of Tom York himself. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just a fan of his music, which is okay. I don't like his social opinions or whatnot. Very clearly not in line with my own. But you know what, man? Just overall, I think he's just a talented musician. And like I said, I don't mean to sound pretentious, but it's not music for the average person. It's really not.
No, it's not. You got to be in a certain realm
And it's.
to.
And I'm not saying that in the way that you have to be smart to like Radiohead. No, because I was joking about that earlier.
Yeah.
But it's atmospheric.
Yeah,
it's
a different
weird
mindset.
sounding. It's beyond experimental. They're actually known as like progressive rock.
Yeah,
That's what they're listed as.
yeah.
But I think they're beyond that. I think they're just their own thing. They can't be really classified as a genre per se. I think they're just Radiohead.
Yeah.
And if you're out there trying to bob your head to some music, you're probably gonna enjoy Pablo Honey and the Bends because they made some conventional music there. And then once you hit OK Computer and past that, you're gonna be like, this is really weird and I don't like it.
Well, it's whatever. Everyone's musical taste is different.
Yeah.
I have a thing for which a lot of people, especially in this country, despise. I got a thing for Oasis.
I honestly don't see a problem in that. I
they're-
don't know why people would
They're a
have a
big
problem
thing
with
for
that.
me. And Noel Gallagher. I love Noel Gallagher. Matter of fact, if Noel Gallagher knocked on the door and said, "You know what, Jake, I want you to suck my dick," I would probably go gay for as long as it took him to come.
Noel Gallagher's new stuff is
Because-
really good. I'd actually say that Noel Gallagher on his own. If you're listening to Noel Gallagher, I'd say that's actually pretty patrician. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow, that's a first. That's our first for this week. You got a phone call.
Wow! My phone's on silent too. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Wow!
But anyway, Noel Gallagher and Noel Gallagher and
Well, I
gets-
said, Noel Gallagher. I'd actually consider Noel Gallagher his solo works to be a little bit more
Yeah.
patrician. I think
yeah.
his music on his own is very, very good.
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
And he's evolving into a realm too.
Yeah.
I'm really not cool with, but it's whatever.
Well, it's good music. It's
Yeah.
good music. But when I went to go listen to Noel Gallagher on his own, I was expecting Oasis Noel Gallagher.
Yeah,
Which is
you
what I
didn't
like.
get it.
Which I
Yeah.
really like.
Yeah, you
But,
didn't
and then
get
when I went to listen to Noel Gallagher on his own, I was like, this is not what I was looking for. But you know what, man? Just because I don't like a music doesn't mean I can't say it's good.
Yeah.
Noel Gallagher on his own is very good.
Yeah.
It's very good music. It's not something I'd listen to.
His
but
daughter
it's,
is hot as fuck too. And I hope she's
That
over
definitely
18.
adds to
I'm
the
pretty
music.
sure she's over 18 now.
Hold on,
if
hold
she-
on.
if
I'm
she's-
looking it up.
If she's not over 18, I'll hold that thought. But if she's over 18, she is hot as
Hold
fucking
on.
shit, man.
Hold on, man. I got you.
So
Her name is Enos Gallagher.
no, it's not anus. Come on.
It's Anias or some shit.
It does look like anus. That's fucked up. How old is she?
She's 18.
All right, she's hot as shit, man. That girl is so fucking hot.
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So, and Noel Gallagher gets a lot of flack because everyone says, "Hey, Noel Gallagher."
Well, because Noel Gallagher and Oasis was a dickhead. So was
not
Liam.
not only
So was
that,
Liam,
but he gets a lot of, which he did borrow a few riffs, just about everyone.
Well, he has those wide. Dude, I have a lot of respect for Noel Gallagher. He's a very smart man.
Yeah.
He even said that thing you tell me about
Here,
it all the time.
here. I'll tell you exactly what he said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
If you have a clip, if you have a clip of it, man.
But yeah,
You could probably take the most original bands of their time, and you know they're only playing what they've heard in their record collections. All right, they might have a more eclectic record collection than you had, but my record collection consisted of the Beatles, the Stones, T-Rex, David Bowie, and lots of great sticks.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear the influences, I think, of Oasis in their records, but at the same time, most importantly, they make it sound like it's theirs.
But he's never been wanting to shy away from it, Noel, has he? People say, oh, but it's T-Rex, you can't do that. Of course it is. And I did it. And I turned it into that, you know, and it's, you know, Shaker Maker. Well, it's 12-bar blues, and it's I'd like to teach the world to sing and buy him a Coke and have a, yeah, and? You know, well, you write it, mate. You try it. Keep doing it, because, you know, it takes a genius to do it, doesn't it?
If my sole job in the band was to come up with guitar riffs, I wouldn't be in a fucking band. You know, there's too much gone. You know, for my thing is writing a song, and once you've written the song, nobody can argue with you. You know, no matter what you put on it. If I play a riff, it's like the on Supersonic. There's the guitar solo. Everyone's going, yeah, well, that's just the riff off My Sweet Lord.
oh shit, that is My Sweet Lord. I didn't even know that.
And I didn't sit there and listen to My Sweet Lord and go, I'm going to have that riff. It's like that just came to me.
What the
You know,
fuck? I didn't
alright,
even
so
know
it sounds
that
a bit
one.
like My Sweet Lord, but you know, fucking arse. You've got enough money anyway,
He stole it anyway, didn't he?
didn't he?
Didn't he get sued for that?
I'm going to fucking sue him.
Well, you know what? Yeah, man, I think he's absolutely right too. That's the fucked up part. I think like everybody, when I'm diddling around on guitar and breaks, man, sometimes those moments where I'm like, wait a minute, when I was just dicking around,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait a minute, and then I fucking figure it out. That was just a fucking song. That was a song from a band that I listened to, and I just realized that I just played it, and you know, whatever. But
It's
I think he's right about that.
yeah,
He-
and
he
if
can't
you
help it.
understood, it's hard to understand these Noel Gallagher and some of the other people who are on that video because they are hardcore fucking Manchester fucking English people. So their English accent is like
They're strong.
it's like the Kunkletown redneck of the fucking British.
I'm so sorry.
English
I'm
accent.
sorry if my Kunkletown bleeds through because
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know if you notice when I speak. Sometimes
yeah.
sometimes it bleeds in.
Yeah. But basically what he said, dude, everyone steals from fucking everyone. Whether it's on purpose, whether it's an accident, it fucking happens. And accidents happen quite a bit. Dude, there's so many fucking accidents.
Yeah, and plus I have
But-
a lot more respect for Noel Gallagher too.
Yeah.
After I watched that video of him, was that one of his It's one of his last shows, right? It was one of his last shows with Oasis.
That's when he grew up on stage.
Yeah, when he did the
They-
Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah. That was
And he let the crowd sing. That was like an absolutely spine
that
tingling,
was
crazy moment.
That was one of his last performances with Oasis. They did it at the Platz Arena, which I think is in Brazil or Argentina. It might be Argentina. I can't.
Either way,
remember.
it was a very compelling
But-
performance.
But the guy who was, labeled an asshole because his brother's an asshole.
well,
the
and he
fucking
was an asshole at the
drug
time.
drug addicts,
Realistically.
alcoholics, and I'm pretty sure there was. I don't even know if you can Google that. I'm pretty sure at the Platz Arena, I think it holds about 40 or 50,000 people. I don't know. I may be exaggerating, but he had the audience sing back
The chorus. He sang the chorus. They
chorus.
sang the chorus.
And he's on stage playing the guitar. Dude, the motherfucker broke down and he started crying on stage.
Yeah, he was crying on stage. Yeah.
He was crying on stage, man.
He was
And,
compelled. He was
dude,
compelled.
Dude, could you imagine? I got goosebumps now just thinking about
Yeah,
it.
dude, I get goosebumps when I think about it.
Could you imagine?
Honestly.
Could you imagine if I was up on stage and I had 50,000 people saying bitch, because I say bitch all the time, saying bitch back to me like
Yeah.
bitch, 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 bitch.
Bitch,
And it's
bitch,
like,
bitch, bitch.
it's like, wow, I got all these people. These people are saying my word.
They love me, and they love the work that I've
And,
done.
yeah.
I get it
Yeah.
now, what it means to be
Yeah, I
fucking
get
appreciated.
it. And then that's it. He's like, you know what, Oasis, I'm fucking done with you guys. I'm tired of the fucking drugs. I need to fucking grow up and move on. And that's when he grew up. I'm not saying
I
he's-
have so much, I
Yeah.
have so much respect for him for that moment. When I watch that scene and just look at his facial expression and just like how he just gave up the chorus to, and I think that
Dude,
was on, that was
he's-
on the spot.
he's
That was on the
blown-
spot.
oh,
He just
big
said, "You know
time.
what, guys, this is yours.
Dude, you
this
could
is
just-
your moment."
You could just see it in his
Yeah.
face. And actually, at one point when he's performing and the camera's on him, I think he says, wow.
He does, yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does.
You could see his mouth. He says, wow.
Yeah.
And then right after that is when he starts crying a little, which is, dude, that's got to be a feeling. That's got to be a hell of a fucking feeling.
It's definitely it was an amazing,
Yeah,
it was an amazing
especially
performance.
if you're all jacked up on fucking alcohol and coke.
Yeah.
That probably hits you like
Ton of fucking bricks, man.
yeah, instant fucking. I just didn't do 5 lines of coke. I'm normal now.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Speaking of, because he said 12 Bar Blues in his little interview there. Jake just had me listen to a couple months ago, actually. Scott Weiland.
Yeah, I found it, but I can't find it.
Scott Weiland.
Fucking Scott Weiland.
12 Bar Blues.
Awesome
That
album.
fucking album.
Awesome
It's
album.
definitely one of my top 5 albums, man.
Yeah,
It's currently one of my favorite.
And you know what's funny? What's funny is I've been around you long enough.
You know what I like.
Usually I can pull something from my past there that, you know what, James is gonna fucking like this shit.
Yeah.
And that 12 Bar Blues album, completely underrated album for Scott Weiland.
If you guys haven't heard
You
it
know.
yet, look up 12 Bar Blues by Scott Weiland. That whole fucking album is a fucking masterpiece. Every single song on that album
Yeah.
is good. It's not like there's some weak spots.
Yeah.
There's some strong spots. It's like that entire
Yeah.
album was consistently great. And I'm not even I've not listened to that many Stone Temple Pilots songs.
Yeah, and-
which
and
is
you-
amazing. I was blown away by his vocal range, no less.
Yeah, you may know Scott Weiland from
Dude, it's insane.
Stone Temple Pilots fame there, and
Yeah.
what was the Slash one? Velvet Revolver.
Yeah.
He fronted that, and but his 12 Bar Blues, dude,
That
he
album
tries
is amazing.
he tries to take his voice places. You know, some songs I don't even think his voice could go where he wanted
Well,
to
that's
take
the thing.
it,
What I'm
but
trying
he
to say,
still followed
if you listen
through
to him
with
as
it.
Stone
Yeah.
Temple Pilots, his voice is relatively deep.
Oh, yeah.
But then he has it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Scott Weiland had this much of a vocal range. He can go wherever the fuck
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
It's insanity, and it sounds good. 12 Bar Blues is one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life.
It's funny. I read an article the other day. I don't know who it was from. I give him props if I remembered, but I don't fucking know. And he was talking about Stone Temple Pilots' album Purple, which I can't remember. I think that
I
might
gotta
have,
listen to Stone Temple Pilots.
I think that might have been
haven't
their
really
third
listened to
album. I could be wrong. I think Purple was their third album, but the guy who wrote the article, he said Stone Temple Pilots' album Purple was the last nail in the coffin for grunge, because Stone Temple Pilots they experimented so much and they elevated right out of that grunge. And I don't know, I've seen Stone Temple Pilots a couple times back in the day, mid-90s, I guess. I actually got to meet them. I like Scott Weiland, but Scott, I'm sorry, I know you're dead, but you were a dick.
He was. Honestly. I think
Well,
when you're in that environment.
When I met them, a buddy of mine, a relative of, his aunt or his girlfriend's aunt or something, worked for Atlantic Records. So back then they didn't have what they have now, these fucking meet and greets and shit. So to get something like that, you had to know somebody who knew someone. And it was Waldo. His girlfriend. Yeah, Waldo. His girlfriend. Her aunt worked for Atlantic Records, and she got us the backstage passes. And
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I got to meet Scott Weiland, Eric, Dean, Robert, and I was very uncomfortable around Scott Weiland. I'm not the type of person, like when I met Bush and shit, I don't get, because I didn't really meet too many famous people, but I'm not like all, coming in my pants, like acting like a douche. I just act normal,
Yeah.
But Scott Weiland made me feel really uncomfortable. Like I felt like he didn't want to be there, which was cool, I guess. But the other guys, Dean, Eric, and Robert, they were really, really fucking cool. And a cool story is, I gave him,
I just heard myself breathe there.
yeah, I know. Brian's got me fucking all paranoid, and he can't even like our page. But anyway, fuck you, Brian. But anyway, I gave the guitarist a pick. You know I play guitar a little bit.
Yeah.
And I used to make my own. I would buy all these picks. I was into orange picks. And then I had this...
Orange picks. I have one of your orange picks.
I have
a Dunlop.
Yeah, Dunlops. My orange Dunlops.
Yeah.
And I used to always fucking burn into the back of them. I would burn my initials and shit. And I gave the guitarist an orange pick. And when they came out, they did their first 2 songs. My buddy Waldo was like, "Yo, dude, he's using an orange pick. I wonder if that's yours." And we were third row centers. At that time, they had to have seats because they were going through some legal shit. So they had to have seats and shit. But for the first 2 songs, he was using this orange pick. And Waldo was like, "Yo, dude, I wonder if that's your pick." And as we watched him at the end of the second song, he actually took the pick, put it in his pocket. And then he started using other picks. And he didn't use an orange pick for the rest of the show.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not saying he was using my fucking pick.
But it'd be cool if he was,
yeah,
man.
But I gave him an orange pick. Those 3 guys were so fucking nice, dude. They were so nice. But Scott Weiland, he was just, dude, a lot of problems there. A lot of drugs.
Well,
dude.
Clearly. I mean, I'm surprised he went on for so long as he did.
I know. And you know,
when did he die? Early 2017? Was it early 2017 or late 2016? It was definitely 2017, though.
I don't know. Jamie could probably tell us. But,
yeah.
But it's funny because when I was in high school...
Either way, to go that long, because he had a continuous heroin addiction.
Oh,
correct?
Yeah, bad, dude.
He went on for a fucking while, man.
Yeah. And
Jesus
it's funny
Christ.
because when I was in high school, middle school, high school, that's when the whole grunge thing started, And the only thing I can compare it to is probably what the kids went through in the 70s when Zeppelin and AC/DC and then the punk scene started. I guess it would kind of be like that, So I got to experience the whole grunge scene. It was pretty awesome. And I remember when...
Wow, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I remember when Kurt died. I mean,
years going
that was a big effect on people in school.
Yeah.
Then Lane Stanley died, and after Lane Stanley died, we were like calling it out who was next. and dude, it was always Scott Weiland. Everyone was like, yeah, Weiland's next. Well,
because he was bad. He was horrible.
Yeah.
And like I said, dude, the fact that he went on to 2015. How old was he by the time? Hold on, I'll look it up real quick. Scott Weiland.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard of the name Stone Temple Pilots. We were walking down the hall. I don't even remember what grade I was in. We were walking down the hall, and my buddy's buddy was telling them that they just went to a White Zombie concert.
He died at 48. He lived till 48 with a heavy heroin addiction.
Heavy.
That's fucking impressive, man.
But we were walking down the hall, and so my buddy's buddy was talking about the White Zombie concert. And, dude, he wasn't even talking about White Zombie. He was like, you should have seen this band that opened up. Fucking, they were called Stone Temple Pilots.
So they opened for White Zombie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, you should have seen this band, Stone Temple Pilots.
Wasn't White
They
Zombie?
were fucking awesome.
Correct me if I'm wrong. White Zombie is like metal, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Within the
White
range of
Zombies, Rob Zombie.
Plus, yeah.
Plus a hot bassist chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my second alarm for work.
So,
That's my wake up alarm.
Okay. But yeah, it was pretty cool being in high school. I got to go through like the change. I always refer to it as the change because a lot of us were just coming out of the 80s. In the 80s, you had all the metal, the hair bands, and all
Which
that
I
shit.
love. If you guys don't know, I love 80s bands. I love hair.
And
metal.
that's what was prominent on MTV and
Yeah.
shit. But then Guns N' Roses came out. Then Faith No More came out. This band, Living Color, came out. And the Chili Peppers, even though they were around since the early 80s, they started to, become prominent. And dude, the whole music, everything changed. Everything changed. I mean, you guys hear, you and Jamie, you hear what's on the radio now. It's pretty much shit. Well, that's my opinion. I mean, there's people out there that love it. It's just not my
the
deal.
stereotypical everything that's new sucks. But honestly, again, I guess I can't really have an opinion because I grew up at the end of the grunge age.
Yeah.
I was born in '96.
Yeah.
And by the time 2000 came around and the post grunge started coming around,
yeah.
I was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
My mom loved the post grunge shit. She loves Puddle of Mud. She loves Three Doors Down.
Nickelbacks.
Stuff like that. Yeah, she loves it. And that's what I listened to every day in the car, every time I went to work with her, because I used to go to work with her. She's a bus driver. Yeah. And we used to go to her work, and I used to go on her bus to go to school because it was easier. I used to wake up at fucking 4 in the morning. And I used to listen. She used to listen to Puddle of Mud and Three Doors Down all the time. She loved them both.
They weren't bad.
And that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
And then at some point in my life, during my teenage years, I took it back a little bit, and I was like, oh wow, I really like Nirvana.
Yeah.
I really like it's mostly Nirvana, but I can't remember what the other ones were on the top of my head.
There were so many: Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Mudhoney. Dude, there were so many. It was such an explosion of music. And we're just coming off like Poison, Warrant, Trickster, Firehouse. Even Motley Crue started to die out. And then all of a sudden, dude. And Nirvana really wasn't the first. Nirvana was the first to get national exposure on MTV.
Yeah.
But,
well,
dude,
they were just
listen, you guys wouldn't
essentially not like Talking Heads in terms of the band Talking Heads, but they were the literal Talking Heads of the grunge scene.
Yeah, but you guys would have been, because I know what your musical tastes are, and I know you don't listen to the fucking radio.
We're talking to Jamie right now.
Yeah, Jamie. Thanks, Joe Rogan, for lending us Jamie. But just imagine a time, because I lived it, when you could flip on a radio station, a normal fucking radio station. Not like a rock station or this or that, a normal radio station, and they're playing Pearl Jam, they're playing Alice in Chains, they're playing Nirvana.
Pearl Jam was a big one.
They're playing Soundgarden. Dude, they're playing the Butthole Surfers. Yeah, they're playing Primus. I mean, I
fucking love Primus.
These were songs. These were acts that were.
I was actually going to mention Primus as one of my favorite
normal
bands.
Rotation on the actual radio. It was
Primus.
It was just,
Primus. Really? Wait.
For me, it was a good time.
Well, hold on. Let me bring up Primus real quick. Primus was on the radio.
Yeah, you believe that shit?
Primus.
Dude.
Like, I love Primus. Primus is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think. But,
fucking Les.
I mean, you still had your shit at the time. Let's see, back then, you had your Mariah Carey. That was hot. Another band I want to get into. How long are we at here?
Oh, dude, we're at like a minute. We're at an hour 33.
Shit, because we got another group from that time period.
Well, dude, honestly, if you want to go above 2 hours, we can.
Whatever.
We can, but I'm just saying. It's just I'm warning you guys. Yeah. Since we're really freeballing this right now, we might go on for a while. The reason that we've been going on for an hour and a half is because we stayed within structured means.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about anything and anything, or I said anything and anything and anyone.
Yeah.
It's gonna expand, guys.
And there's like Metallica. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Metallica's early shit. Usually,
I need to listen to more
usually
Metallica.
when I talk to people and I say I hate the fucking Black Album, oh my God, how do you hate the fucking Black Album? Do you know why? Because when I was young and that came out, that is all they played on the fucking radio, nonstop. I mean, radio has fucking changed. Music has fucking changed.
Well,
but there was a time where
that's
rock
worth mentioning,
ruled.
By the way. When you play anything over and over again, it kills the music. It's just like memes, man. Like memes, for example, like that Uganda Knuckles thing.
Yeah.
Jamie here might know about it. The Uganda Knuckles thing, that like, do your naughty way thing. Like, that was pretty funny for like the first couple days.
I'm sorry,
And
Jamie. We'll tell him your real name at the end.
we're just referring to you.
Yeah,
in like
because
a-
Joe
in like a funny way.
Joe Rogan's a good friend of ours, and he lent you to us.
But thing is that fucking what was I talking about? Wow, I have such a bad fucking short term, dude. It's horrible.
Dude, don't Google that shit. Don't Google it
all
because
right,
you will have fucking dementia by the time that it's done.
You're talking about memes.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. The
memes.
Uganda Knuckles thing. The Uganda Knuckles meme was really, really funny for like the first couple days until he got killed because every normie got their fucking hands on it. So everybody was just spouting it every day. And so that's why people got sick of it and it died. Because everybody was saying it. You gotta value it. It's like a fine wine. You gotta stick it in.
Yeah.
You gotta let it sit in your mouth for a second.
Yeah.
You just take a sip.
But the other shit, fucking
Very good.
with the
Can't just chug it down.
and you talk to a lot of people now, they think Nirvana's overrated. Oh, Nirvana's overrated.
Well, that's because they play their music all the time.
Well, they do play the music, but if you go back, if you were in high school with me,
Yeah.
and I've always been, because of the conspiracy shit, I've always been the one that I try to look beyond what's going on. And Nirvana, they changed the whole music industry. Not necessarily because of their music, just because of their following, what they were able to draw in. And at that time, record companies ruled. There was no internet. There was no free promotion.
ever since then, music industry went to shit.
Oh, dude, it's junk. It's
I'm not blaming Nirvana,
But listen, there were a lot of companies, especially lower level companies, music companies. These motherfuckers lost their ass because Nirvana was such a success, such a blast off, so far out of the fucking norm that a lot of these lower level record companies, they were given such big advantage because they wanted the next Nirvana. They wanted to capitalize.
well, that's where
because
post grunge came
yeah,
from.
they wanted to be like Sub Pop Records.
Yeah.
And so they were giving artists huge advances and huge amounts of money to fucking do an album. And these albums were failing. I mean, there was...
Well, post grunge. The thing about
they
post
all
grunge.
lost their ass.
Well, look at post grunge. Post grunge. I was gonna say it was good for the most part. It was radio. It was radio worthy. There were songs that belonged there. Puddle of Mud and 3 Days Grace, Three Doors Down, Nickelback. They all had a couple hit songs here and there, and I know you told me because I wasn't privy to this, but Nickelback also had music that outside of their pop songs that were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But they had a couple songs out there that were knockouts. That's all that people cared about,
And
which I'd imagine isn't that great for business when you're not selling albums.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you're not like Nirvana, where everybody has Nevermind.
Yeah, and
It's-
now the
yeah.
game has changed so much. Albums don't even fucking matter. Albums, a fucking band is thankful if they go platinum. I forget the amount of records for a platinum thing, but they're thankful. It's nothing like the 80s, man, or even the 90s. I mean, dude, you want to know fucking 2 albums that rocked in the fucking 90s for the amount of albums sold, and I think they're diamonds, which diamond sales, I forget what the diamond sales are, but they're fucking ridiculous. They're astronomical. Is Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
No shit.
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette, huh.
And TLC. You know TLC?
No.
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy get no love from me.
I don't know.
Don't go chasing. It's TLC. Left Eye Lopez. She's dead. She's died in
I don't know if it's
anyway. Whatever. I was gay. I like TLC. But those were like probably the two.
I can't believe you
two
said
of the
Alanis
biggest.
Morissette of all people.
Dude,
no,
listen.
don't get me wrong. Alanis Morissette was huge, but I didn't think she would have a quote unquote diamond to surpass platinum.
Oh,
I'd imagine like Nirvana at the time would have probably hit platinum.
Jagged Little Pill was a wicked album. I got to give it up to Alanis Morissette. Alanis Morissette was already a star, in fucking Canada.
Well, I guess she did. She did.
She was a pop star.
She did have that jump
But
start.
but like everyone else going through that time,
Yeah.
they started to take that dark path because
Yeah.
out of Seattle came the darkness, and so she took that dark path. She actually signed with a division of Warner Brothers that was owned by Madonna. Madonna had her own record label, Maverick Records. Matter of fact, Candlebox was signed to it as well. But Jagged Little Pill really blew up Maverick Records. And I'm a conspiracy, so I think there's actually some backing vocals on Jagged Little Pill that Madonna did. But that's just my personal opinion. But Jagged Little Pill, I believe that had 7 number ones off of it. 7 number one fucking singles. And it was just ridiculous. And if you really look into it, that album, Dave Navarro played on it, Flea played on it.
Oh yeah, that's the album with a bunch of people.
Taylor
yeah.
Hawkins, of Foo Fighters fame there.
Yeah.
He was on it. There was a lot of people that contributed to that album. And yeah, they made 7 fucking hits off that fucking album, which is pretty fucking impressive. You ain't getting that today. You're not.
No.
Beyonce can try. I know she just gave us that big hit for the opening.
In terms of
but...
pop, like the big formula right now is to put out one big song.
Oh,
and
that's
then
it.
the rest of your shit's just filler.
That's it, because there's
In fact, I don't even know why record companies and musicians even put the resources in to make whole albums, because it almost seems like a waste of money.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because albums, and it really sucks. Albums are a thing of the past, because I'm speaking to the younger people now. I mean, you got the Spotify, you got, I don't know.
Well, listen,
the
I'm weird.
Jickerfy, the
I'm weird.
Fuckify,
I like to
the
go back.
Assify.
I like to go back and listen to whole albums.
Yeah.
When you introduce me to somebody new, I start from the beginning. For example, I started listening to a little bit of Rush. I started
but now,
a while ago, a long time ago.
I get it, but you're listening to that album on Spotify.
Yeah.
Or whatever you use.
Yeah,
whatever
Spotify. I use
Spotify, I
Spotify.
said your name like 6 times. You owe me $600. Now, see, when I was in school, I was in middle school, high school. Dude, I remember like waiting at the Wall. That was a music store. Or the Galleria Sound. That was another music store. I remember waiting there to get in to buy the actual fucking CD. I mean, releases were fucking huge, man. And it was just a different era. And it was good times, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It still confuses me to this day. I don't know why artists still. I guess I don't know. It's hard to think about, because I don't know what's going on through the music industry and the musicians' brains at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think there is a music industry anymore.
But as it goes, like look at what's his face, the guy who wrote "I'm in love with the shape of you," Ed Sheeran. You know, you got all those other big guys.
Yeah.
They make one song per album that makes massive radio play.
Yeah.
Why do you guys even sink more reresources into the whole album?
Yeah.
Just fucking make the one song at that point.
Single.
If
And
you
there's some artists that started doing that. They'll only put out
there's
a
a lot
single.
of artists nowadays that just make EPs, which are small albums, like a couple songs, and it's like, what's the point of sinking all your resources into a whole bunch of songs? Just know that, for example, like the love. Speaking of Ed Sheeran right now, that I'm in love with. Just the way that the song is formulated.
Yeah.
They must have known at some point that it was going to be a hit song.
Well,
Just the way
see,
that it
that's
was
the thing. Listen,
because it had a beat, it had a dance beat, and that's listen. You also have to realize that radio makes massive plays.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what people look for. They look for a beat.
Yep.
They look for catchiness.
Yeah.
It does. You don't even need to put.
well, it's a formula.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. It's a formula.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like at that point, you know what makes a big song.
Yeah.
So just why?
Yeah, it's a
I'm
formula.
not saying that they should do this, but I'm saying like with how the music industry is now, is like where it's less about the music and more about the money. Why don't they just do that at this point?
Well, see, okay, in the '80s, I was. I'm sorry, I got for it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was fucked
picked
up.
That fucking picked
That
up.
was fucked up. See, in the '80s, I was, dude. I've always been into music. I guess because of my mother and my father.
Yeah.
It's always been there. and especially music. The good thing about music is it's there when no one else is. That's the great thing about music.
Well,
it's there when no one else is, and it doesn't matter what they wrote that song about. If you're into that song, you'll take that song and you'll make it your own.
You'll interpret it as your own, atmospherically. That's
So-
why I like Radiohead. On a side note,
So
but,
so
you know.
when you have a shit
Yeah.
life, or when you have a life that you don't think's that good, and you're alone a lot, music is fucking there.
Yeah.
So I've always been into music, but in the '80s, I was really big into Def Leppard. Okay, Def Leppard was my.
I gotta
fucking-
listen to Def
Yeah,
Leppard.
Def Leppard was my thing.
There's a lot of bands I need to listen to.
And the guy who produced and did most of their albums is this guy Mutt Lange. And I've listened to a million different interviews with Mutt Lange and shit like that. And I listened to him talk about Def Leppard's album Hysteria. I believe it came out in '86 or '87. I can't remember. But when Mutt Lange was talking about that album, and he was saying how they were going through the process of writing these songs and everything, he basically said, we went into the studio, and it took him years to make that album. He's like, but we went into the studio with the concept that we're going to have six hits off this album. And he's like,
Somebody got a fish.
he's like, he's like, we made 6 hits. Like, listening to him, I understood the fact that there is a formula to get into the people's
honestly, like,
to get into the people's subconscious. There is a formula.
Honestly, because even besides that point, if you just look at music and what it is, just look at music. If you're any amount of sentient in your own head, if you have any amount of consciousness, if you're not just living every day, just I wake up, I do this, I do that. If you have any amount of lucidity, you realize that if you listen to all your pop songs, there's a certain couple things that they always put in every single pop song to
it's
make
standard.
them, that makes them good.
It's
that makes you
standard
want to bob
issue.
your head.
And this
and that's the point. That's the point. You just have to make sure you hit this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And if that makes the pop song, you fill in the rest with stuff that makes it different from the last one.
Yeah, and here's a really good way to look at it. Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
You know what Pearl Jam's biggest hit was?
It was Jeremy, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
It wasn't Jeremy?
Their biggest hit was Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me.
What song is that?
It's what the fuck is the name
Pearl
of that
Jam.
song? Oh, where can my baby be? Lord took her away from me.
I don't even know if I
She's
know
gone
the
to
song.
heaven. That is their biggest hit.
Really?
Do you know why that's their biggest hit?
Why?
Because it was a hit in the 60s, I believe. Late 50s, early 60s.
Wait, who are you talking about here?
Last Kiss is called.
Last Kiss.
Who are you talking about?
Pearl Jam. They covered a song.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's like, what are you talking about? In
covered,
the 50s?
yeah, they covered Last Kiss.
Oh, okay.
That was their biggest hit.
I actually never heard
That
that.
was
I figured Jeremy would be their biggest hit, but I guess not.
What broke Limp Bizkit? Everyone's favorite Fred Durst. What broke Limp Bizkit? A George Michael song that was a hit in the 80s.
What song did they do?
Faith. That's the song that broke him. It was a George Michael song. You got to have faith, faith, faith. We're gonna have faith! Fucking faith!
Dude, it's there. Shit.
Give me something to break!
Believe it or not, that's not their biggest song on YouTube. Their biggest song on YouTube is...
No, I'm not saying it's their biggest song. I'm saying that is the song that broke
was that
them.
that was their breakout song?
That was their breakout song.
Okay, I got you.
Look at Marilyn Manson. What was their breakout song?
Marilyn Manson? Reach out and touch faith.
Not just that one.
It was,
no, his breakout song to get him in the mainstream. It was Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. You're right.
That was a hit
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
80s by their Rhythmics.
Yeah.
Dude, those songs are set up. They're formulas, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Every song is a formula.
Well, that's what you notice a lot of times with these bands is that their breakout song is their redos. And look at look at nine. Not why did I say
because
nine? Five Finger Death Punch with their Bad Company.
Bad Company. Death Punch style.
But I bet you Bad Company is one of their biggest songs right now.
Yeah, and listen, that's because that song
has 70 million views, almost 70 million.
That song perfected the formula.
Yeah. And then they just did it in their own style.
If you redo it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a hit again. It's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna fucking be, man.
Yeah.
You know who Pearl Jam song was a cover from a band called the Calvaries?
The Calvaries, yeah.
From 1964.
1964.
Well, you know what?
And I remember that song because I remember the original because back in the day before Dad got into... Oh, wow. I might have just gave away Jamie. But before my father got into country...
Yeah.
Because I watched him go through his phases. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
There was a time he liked this band Glass Tiger, too, which is really funny. You should fucking Google Glass Tiger. But he was all about Glass Tiger. But I watched him go through his phases. And before he was in the country, he was into that. He was still into that... 50s, 60s stuff, Buddy Holly, shit like that. And I don't know where the fuck I was going with this.
Dude, I have such a bad long term. I have such a bad, not long term. I have such a bad short term, and then the alcohol is not making it better.
What's that?
I'm assuming that he did that song.
Oh yeah, man, dude. He used to. My father used to fucking. I remember when I was a kid, man. And fucking. I didn't live with him, but I see him every once in a while. And a lot of times
somebody liked our Facebook page.
And
April Vickers.
Good, April Vickers. Thank you, April Vickers, man. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Brian for not fucking liking it. But listen, I remember when I was a kid, my father, he used to he always had bands, man, and he played all the local bars, and he played bars in Jersey and shit, and I remember sometimes I'd go up for the weekend, and the first thing we had to do was, like if I go there on Saturday morning, first thing we had to do was go pick up his equipment at some bar from the night before, Friday night, where he fucking played. And it's fucking weird. It's just weird to think about it.
Can we talk about...
We can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Can we fucking talk about underrated bands?
Because I'm going to get emotional. So let's switch topics.
Oh, okay. I don't mean to break it out. I don't want to break away from the topic. Do you want to talk about something? Do you want to finish what you were saying? I didn't mean to...
No, trust me, I don't.
Okay.
But if we're changing topics completely... We eventually have to come back to this because we got one big one we got to talk about.
Yeah, okay.
And as soon as I say it, you'll get it and you'll know where we're going.
Can I want to talk about underrated bands. This is gonna go over 2 hours, so we're already breaking the formula with this podcast.
Yeah,
but you know what, man? Whatever. This is a free. This is a free talk.
You know what the problem is? Is we got Jamie here, so we can go Joe Rogan style.
Yeah.
Which is like fucking 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, this is a band I fucking love so much. And I want to entry with this.
It's not Radiohead again.
No, what the fuck?
Just checking.
Fucking Pixies, dude.
Oh, the fucking Pixies.
Fucking Pixies.
The Pixies.
I fucking love
one of
Pixies.
Kurt Cobain's favorite bands.
Dude,
Pixies.
you would not believe how underrated Pixies are.
Oh, dude, they're completely under fucking
I feel like
rated.
people still don't know who the Pixies are.
You know, Richie went last year to fucking...
Yeah, I know. He told me about it, and I'm so fucking jealous about it.
It was, they opened for Robert Plant.
Pixies is one of my fucking favorite bands. I've been addicted to them ever since I was maybe 15 or 16 when I first watched fucking Fight Club. Fight Club fucking changed my life. Where's My Mind at the end?
Yeah, Where's My Mind?
And I'm like, who the fuck are these people? I look them up, and ever since, I've been addicted to their music. Yeah. And if you don't know, they're actually still making albums. They just
fuck yeah, dude.
And they actually have a song called Greens and Blues. Check it out. I'm not gonna play it. I don't know if it's copyrighted.
Pixies, you also $100.
Yeah, Pixies, you also like a couple $100 now at this point.
Yeah.
Pixies, if you're hearing this, where's my money, bitch? But, dude, they have this song. They just released a newer one in 2014. They have another album that came out in 2016. I'll check on Spotify real quick. But I'm going to continue while I'm talking about that. They have a song called Greens and Blues, which is so fucking good. Yeah. It's such a good fucking song. And, in fact, I don't know why it's not making radio play for Pixies. Because Pixies, I get Pixies is a little bit, I guess you could say, not underground, but they're not necessarily popular either.
Well, you know what?
But at the same time, I feel like this song Greens and Blues would have should have gotten some traction. It was a good song, and in fact, we're talking about formula.
Yeah.
This Greens and Blues song hits formula.
Yeah.
It sounds like a pop song, but it sounds like it's within the... I guess it's probably because it's within the rock formula.
Yeah.
That's why it's not huge, because I guess people, the kids nowadays wouldn't fucking enjoy it because it's not fucking Lil Windex or something like that.
Everything has fucking changed so much.
So, fucking... all I know is that the Pixies, man, dude, I could listen to their music forever. I love... Not interested. I love the fucking Pixies, man. Their last album was in 2016. It was called Head Carrier. I gotta listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet. But before that, they had an album in 2014 called Indie Cindy. That's what Greens and Blues was on. There's a couple other songs that are on that album that are actually really fucking good too. Amazing. But they hadn't made an album since then, since 1991. 1991. And then the next album was in 2014.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
So they took a massive hiatus, massive break. Pixies, guys, if you guys haven't heard of the Pixies, please fucking check them out.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking good. They're a little bit wonky, but they're fucking great. Kurt Cobain loved them.
Dude, I don't agree with the fucking music today. I mean, I'm sorry to the people out there that like the music today.
It's not that it doesn't sound good. It sounds good in the sense that they follow the formula.
Yeah, dude, listen, they have it so down.
Yeah.
They have it so down.
You just can tell. If you're interested in music to any degree, you realize that it's fake.
Yeah.
So.
And it's like, dude, from work, man, these songs, we don't even fucking like them, but we know every fucking word.
Yeah.
We know every word. And these songs suck, but yet we're fucking singing them. I mean, it's pretty fucked up, man.
I think it plays into a human primal need. I think that humans are musical to a degree. I feel like rhythm, I don't know how far it goes back, and this is just me theorizing. I could be completely wrong. I'm sure there's some sort of scientific study that has to do with music and humans since the prehistoric ages and whatnot. But like, look at it like this. It's like, dude, all it takes is a good beat for me to beat my hands, and all of a sudden somebody's banging their head. You know what I'm saying?
What's the old saying? Music calms the savage beast.
No, that's not even close.
Unless it's fucking Fred Durst.
No, it's I'm pretty sure.
Yes, and I at one point I liked fucking Limp Bizkit because they were the hottest shit around. Dude, listen. They were the hottest shit around. You know why they were the hottest shit around? Because MTV told me they were the hottest shit around. So, yeah, they were the hottest shit around.
I think, here's what I'm reading. It says, the phrase was coined by William Congreve in The Morning Bride, 1697. Music has charms to soothe a savage beast, to soften rocks, or bend knotted oak. So that's when it was.
I don't know what you said, but you just gave me a boner. That's a podcast.
No homo, everybody.
And at my age, I'm pretty thankful to get a fucking boner. Holy fuck. Look at the cat. The cat's going to jump up on the wall. Ah, the stupid bitch.
Wow. Scully is now hanging off the side.
Because she's too fat. She's too fucking fat. God, I wish we had cameras. I wish we had cameras. That bitch was too fucking fat to jump up there.
That was like me last night when I was like, I don't have hypoxia. And I fucking grabbed the thing, like trying to pull myself up, and I hung onto it for like a half a second.
That was fucking crazy. Okay, yeah, Ace of Base.
Oh, fuck yeah. The fucking Nazis.
Ace of Base. I encourage everyone to go listen to Ace of Base.
Holy shit.
If you already know them, sorry. But if you don't know them, go check them out because they were Nazis.
Yeah, they were actually Nazis, guys, for real. I'm not even joking. It was confirmed.
Ace of Base was one of the biggest pop groups in the...
What were they, early 90s?
Mid-90s? I'm not sure. They were one of the biggest pop groups. A lot of people actually compared them to ABBA when they came out.
Yeah, they were active in the literally 1990 to 2012.
Yeah,
well, they're still making 2012. So
they had their big hit was "I Saw the Sign," and then
1993 was Happy Nation.
It just went Happy Nation, Nazi Nation.
Yeah.
But there's a whole theory, and they had a lot of hits, man. They sold a lot of fucking albums. But there's a theory that's come out in the last couple of years is that the founding members, especially the males, they were actually neo-Nazis.
Well, it's not a theory. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. They actually were.
Okay. So their band is called Ace of Base.
Yeah.
Okay. During World War II, there was a huge German submarine base that was impenetrable. And the British just kept trying to destroy this fucking base because the subs were just eating up the boats in the Atlantic, you know? And the base was called, the nickname for it was the Aces.
The Ace of Bases.
Yeah, the Ace of Bases.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you got this band now, 100 years later.
Called Ace of Base.
Ace of Base. And if you really listen to their songs,
it's
especially
not.
like,
Well, there's
Happy
a couple.
Nation.
There's a couple songs that are kind of sketch, but that's up to like interpretation. But it's Happy Nation. Happy Nation was fucking bad. It's literally a song about Hitler and Nazism. It's literally. Hold on, let me read the lyrics.
Dude, we gotta find out. Listen, we gotta find out if we can play clips on fucking a podcast, because I've listened to Joe Rogan, and I heard Jamie. Jamie's sitting right here, but he probably doesn't remember. But I heard Joe Rogan and Jamie talk, and Jamie's like, "Oh, well, we can put that on the podcast.
Well, I'd imagine
we
it
can
has to
play
do
it
with
on the
copyright.
podcast, but we can't play it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Or we can play it on the YouTube, but we can't play it on the podcast."
Yeah, I don't.
So
we need
really,
to familiarize.
Yeah, we
ourselves.
really have to look into it.
I'm just generally like, if it has to do with music,
Yeah.
it's a no-no. If it has to do with the original music,
well, listen,
it's a no-no.
we got to find out. So everyone, go to Wheeler Walker's Twitter and ask him if it's okay for a Drink in
three
the
of us?
Theory to play his fucking music. Yeah, all three of us. And Al, OWL, thank you, Al.
Yes.
Who
Who commented yes? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I just hope Al sticks with us, because
Yeah.
right
I hope they never comment no.
That's about all we got. Oh, and we got that other follower too. Whatever her name was, I forget. I'm sorry. That was.
She wasn't a new she wasn't a new. It was they liked something that we posted.
That was a couple sips ago.
Yeah, it was a react to Drinking a Theory's podcast video. It was somebody who already liked our page. They just reacted to it.
What, they liked our video?
They liked the video that we made. Hold on, or that we posted, not made, posted.
Oh, so it wasn't us talking.
It was the lava one. You posted the lava one.
The fucking lava one? That's so fucking stupid.
No, April Vickers, we appreciate you.
I'm sorry, April Vickers. Just listen to our shit, man.
Wow.
And tell Brian to fuck off.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, you got me really fucked up, man.
Wow.
I haven't been this fucked up in a while.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
But all right,
I quit drinking.
Here, can I tell you? Let me read the lyrics for Happy Nation, okay?
People are gonna love this shit.
Oh, should I knock my?
Tell me they're not fucking Nazis.
Okay, so first it starts off with some Latin of sorts. I don't know if it's Latin, but it says laudate omnes gentes laudate
Wait.
magnificat.
Wait, when they do
secula.
that, listen, when they do that, they go, Laudes
et anima me laudate.
It's like some kind of Gregorian.
Magnificat.
It's like some kind of Gregorian fucking chant.
No, that's exactly what it is. Well, then it moves on to the regular lyrics. Is Happy Nation, living in a happy nation, where the people understand and dream of the perfect man. A situation leading to sweet salvation. For the people, for the good, for mankind brotherhood. Where traveling in time, ideas by man, and only that will last. And over time, we've learned from the past that no man's fit to rule the world alone. A man will die, but not his ideas. Happy Nation. We're traveling in time, tell them we've gone too far, Happy Nation, come through, and I will dance with you, Happy Nation, Happy Nation. Those are the lyrics.
Dude, that is Hitler died, but we're living down in Antarctica, and we're fucking Nazis, and we got spaceships, and we rule.
I don't think that's what they said.
That's exactly what they said.
Okay. But what they seriously said was I think the biggest the thing that stands out the most is the man will die but not his ideas. So
that's Hitler.
That's where they're saying Hitler's died. But
Von der Schwertaschen.
Scheiter.
It's from C. Rhine.
Jesus Christ. But either way, man, Ace of Base is catchy, so I guess I'm a Nazi.
Dude, how many times did we fucking at work? Yeah. We're so gay. We're listening to fucking Ace of Base. Remember that night when we first got on it?
Yeah.
And we started listening to it, and you were at one end of the building, and I was at the other.
Oh yeah,
and
because we started listening to we started listening to Happy Nation at the same time.
I come running down to where you were,
and I'm like, dude, did you hear the part about
like, oh my god, that's why I fucking came down. And Jamie's just standing there looking at us like, you guys are fucking retarded. Dude. Yeah, Joe Rogan let us Jamie a couple of years ago for work.
Yeah, we needed an extra person to throw the truck.
Oh my god.
Wow, I'm an asshole. I just spilled some on myself.
Whatever. So that was Ace of Base.
Wow.
They're fucking Nazis. I suggest you look into them. It's just funny. Whether or not it's true or not, it's pretty fucked up.
I think it's true.
Because they were the shit. Like, they sold millions and millions of the albums, pop songs people loved, everyone was singing, and the whole time it could have been about fucking Nazis. That's unreal. That is unreal.
Who else should we talk about while we're fucking at it, man? I like talking about Primus, man. Primus is one of my favorite bands out there too.
Primus is a good one.
I think we've been talking about music for so long, but
Primus, I really like Primus.
Primus is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, man. Primus, and that's another thing. When I was in school, Primus was one of the shit.
I can't believe that, because if you honestly look back at Primus's music now, you wouldn't be able to imagine that they were just radio worthy at one point, because they don't sound radio worthy. They don't sound like something that anybody would sit there and listen and be like, I like this. But apparently at some point they were.
Listen, when I was in high school,
and I mean also
it was so much different. It's everyone didn't want to be constrained to the norm. Everyone wanted something new all the fucking time.
Well, I think it's also worth noting. I think a big part of it, at least for that one song, that one that goes din 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 din, is Jerry Was a Race Car Driver.
Jerry Was a Race Car Driver.
You know what song that was in? That was a huge game that like everybody played at the time. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Was it really?
It was one of the opening songs. Yeah. Because you played.
Wow,
it, right?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, Jerry Was a Race Car Driver was one of the opening songs for that. Well, no. It was one of the opening song for the opening credits was a Rage Against the Machine song.
Yeah, and I've noticed with my kids growing up when they got into the video games and everything, they were a lot of the songs I was hearing, like racing games and shit like that. They were playing the older songs that I grew up with, and I kind of maybe attribute that to the fact that the people I grew up with were the ones making the fucking games. That's why they were throwing these fucking songs.
Well, that's what I'd imagine. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, that was early 2000. Hold on, let me check real quick. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. So that Pro Skater 2 came out in 2000, literally 2000. And if you look at Jerry Was a Race Car Driver, I bet you came out a couple of years before that. So
Jerry Was a Race Car Driver was in the first game.
Well, it was in the second game too. I remember distinctly.
It's funny, like with my kids, I got an 18-year-old, 16-year-old who going through some tough times right now.
Jerry Was a Race Car Driver was 1991. Okay, so put that in perspective. Almost a decade later, it was in fucking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and it was also in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. But I remember it was in the soundtrack for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Yeah. Because actually, just recently, within like a couple days ago, I was like, oh yeah, that fucking Primus song was in Pro Skater 2, and I remember as a kid rocking out to that. I didn't know it was Primus, but I was like, yeah, this song's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Dude, I am so grateful that my kids, 16, 18 years old, and they're listening to music that I listen to.
Well, doesn't Tony? He likes Sum 41 too.
He's all about Sum 41, fucking all kinds of shit from back in that era.
Yeah.
So, Sum's kind of had a little resurgent over the last couple years, but he mostly listens to the older shit. So that's.
Well, I
pretty
mean, like
fucking cool.
Nirvana's kind of blown up for me again because I know my mom really liked. My mom liked Nirvana.
Oh my god, fucking Silverchair.
But shit.
Silverchair. Don't listen to their new shit.
Oh my god.
They don't even have any new shit.
God damn. No, don't listen to the fucking Daniel Johns, man.
Yeah, Daniel Johns. He went 100% gay. Wow. Wait, can I say that 100% gay? I don't
no homo.
I don't mean it in a bad way.
Not in a homophobic way. We're saying gay in like in the same way that South Park used the F word. Remember when they were talking about the motorcycle guys?
Oh yeah, that was an awesome.
And then the gay guys were like, oh, those guys are F words.
Dude, I was so into Silverchair. Holy shit. That's because
Silverchair was so good up until Freak Show. Freak Show was a great album.
When they came out, dude. When they came out, they were the same age as me. It's fucking crazy. I liked up until Neon Ballroom.
I didn't like Neon Ballroom. I didn't like Neon Ballroom.
There was a couple songs I could pick off of there that I liked.
That's when. My problem with Neon Ballroom is that that's when I started to hear the pop influence.
Well, that's when Daniel Johns really started to fucking stretch out and do like weird shit. You know.
What's crazy about was that the same album they did Anthem of the year 2000?
Yeah, year 2000. Yeah.
That was a good song though. That was a good song.
Dude, they used to. Oh my god, they used to fucking rip it up, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Frog Stomp. Frog Stomp was my absolute favorite album from them. Frog Stomp was fucking amazing.
See, I like Frog Stomp, but their Freak Show.
Freak Show was really good.
I loved fucking
Freak Show. Well, because at that point they actually had time to produce, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Frog Stomp was raw sound.
Frog Stomp was thrown together because they actually won a contest in Australia.
Yeah.
And when they won the contest, they got a record deal. And so basically Frog Stomp, even though it sounded good, was basically thrown together over a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was rushed, but that's why I like it. I think it had a raw, natural sound.
Oh yeah.
If you listen to Frog Stomp, a lot of Frog Stomp is very natural. It was them. It was talent.
Yeah.
It was talent. And even though Daniel Johns has gone down the route that he's going down now, he's extremely talented.
Oh,
he's one of the he's up there.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to put out a warning. If you search Daniel Johns on YouTube,
his newest,
do not look up his cover of Teen Spirit.
It's pretty fucking bad.
That is like watching a fucking plane full of fucking people fly into
which is a shame because he's so fucking.
It's that fucking bad.
It's a shame because he's such a good fucking musician. Him and everybody, everybody in Silverchair. I wonder what's going on with the rest of Silverchair. We know Daniel Johns just made that new song.
I follow on my Twitter. I follow Ben Giles, and I can't remember the other dude's name, but I follow them on Twitter, dude. And they really don't.
Jonah, no, I don't know.
Chris Johansson. I think it's Johansson.
He just because you showed me this video, the new Dreams thing, that no one defeats us, where he is that weird song that he was in it.
Yeah.
At least in the video, it didn't sound like he had any parts in it for me because it didn't sound like anything that Daniel Johns does.
Yeah, it was so whacked.
But regardless, is that Daniel Johns, no matter what fucking route he goes down, it's not like he's gonna not be a talented musician. And that's what's a shame about that, what you're talking about, the Smells Like Teen Spirit fucking cover, is that he was literally, you say it all the time, Silverchair was Australia's fucking Nirvana.
Oh, big time.
They're huge. They're huge. And like I said, Frog Stomp, for me, when I listened to Frog Stomp, I was severely fucking inspired. Yeah, I thought that album was amazing. Yeah. And the whole
Israel's Son. Israel's Son's probably my favorite fucking song.
They're amazing. Yeah. And Freak Show was a very good album as well. You guys like Neon Balloons.
Ballroom.
Neon Ballroom. I always even when I'm sober, I call it balloons.
Ballroom.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Even when I'm sober, I call it balloons for some reason. Neon Ballroom. I wasn't a fan. I
liked it. I thought it was good.
But like for example, if you go down later down 2007, I believe it was when they did Straight Lines.
Oh god, that was.
Straight Lines.
Straight Lines was a good.
It's a good song,
pop song.
but it's not Silverchair.
It's a good pop song.
But it's not Silverchair.
You know.
But it's not Silverchair.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's not Silverchair. But it was a good song.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show what path that Daniel Johns at least was going down.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I ask, where the fuck is the rest of Silverchair going? What are they doing?
But I think the problem, what happened with Silverchair there, I mean, they came out at a time where grunge was about on the way out. And when Silverchair came out...
Silverchair was 1994, yeah? That was when Frog Stomp came out.
94, 95? I
think so.
Something like that. But when they came out, dude, they got such...
Yeah, it was 95, yeah.
They got shit on so fucking hard, man. Because Daniel Johns looked too much like fucking
Kurt Cobain just died in 94.
Yeah.
It was literally like they tried introducing the new Kurt. So, which is which I... in retrospect, I kind of understand where Courtney Love came from, because Courtney Love said,
dude, she bashed him. They ran into her at a fucking airport, man.
Yeah,
and she like shit on him and
said, "You'll never be as good as Kurt.
You'll never be Kurt Cobain."
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but Courtney Love's a crack whore, fucking hag anyway. So hey, Courtney Love, suck my dick, you fucking slut. You killed your fucking husband. But anyway, but yeah, you know, even Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl shit on...
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he shit on him. It's a video you can find on YouTube. Dave Grohl...
Is it an interview?
No, it might be from Download. I don't know. But Dave Grohl, a chick from... Because he was dating a girl from Veruca Salt. That was a chick band. So Dave Grohl, the chick from Veruca Salt, and like two other people... We're introducing on TV or something Silverchair, and Dave Grohl made a fucking crack about fucking...
You said something about Veruca Salt, right? I just looked something. It says Silverchair Bizarre 1997.
Yeah, the Bizarre Festival.
Pure Massacre.
Yeah, Pure Massacre. That's it right there. They introduced that fucking song on whatever fucking TV show it was or whatever, and Dave Grohl actually threw out a slam against
Yeah, I'm Taylor.
I'm Steve. My name's David.
And I'm Nina. We can say our bands now. We're from Veruca Salt and Foo Fighters.
This is so 90s, this video.
And we are here at the Bizarre Fest, about to rock. The German kids.
That's right, but do you know of all the other bands that are on the Bizarre Fest this year?
No, I
do you know about that?
Tell us about some of them.
Well, I know that today, on our day, since we're playing together, Ash is playing today. Do you know about Ash?
I love Ash.
I love Ash too.
I love Ash.
You know about him. Love him. Ash kicks ass.
Ash kicks Ash.
I kick ass. And I think they replaced Suede. Suede was supposed to play, but Ash took... Are you kidding me? No. No, it's Stay. No, because we're playing as well.
I really do like Suede. Suede, they don't kick. That guy in Suede just slaps his ass. He doesn't kick ass. He slaps his ass. They slap ass. You do Suede imitation?
I've never even heard of him.
The ass slapping with the microphone.
This bitch is slapping her own ass with the mic. Wow. This is 90s. This is 90s.
No, I don't.
Right now.
This is a relatively phallic microphone from all of the microphones that I've
What do you think of
Two chicks right now.
Silverchair, they rock. I saw them the other day in Sweden for the first time.
Is all around. People are dying. I think that kid's got a really good voice. That kid's got a great voice. Bad boy.
Let me tell you something about Silverchair. That kid, that boy,
Yeah?
he warmed up for 1 hour before he played. We played a show with him the other day in Stockholm, as Luis said, and for 1 hour he was doing vocal scales.
He's got a good voice.
Beautiful voice.
Kid's got a great
Very
voice.
impressive. Hi.
I guess that's not the video. But he did throw a slam at Daniel Johns.
Pure Mass.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Before I continue, I don't want to get caught.
Yeah. But he did throw a slam out against them. A bunch of bands at the time did that. They were fucking copping Nirvana. They were copping.
In retrospect, honestly, because
You know.
it did look like they were trying to make a second Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Well, not they.
But now this goes.
But
Listen,
they grew on Nirvana.
This
yeah?
goes back to the whole Noel Gallagher thing.
Yeah.
You know, what were these kids listening to?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They grew on Nirvana, correct?
Yeah, they grew on Nirvana.
So
they
what do you
grew
think's
on
gonna
Alice in
happen?
Chains. Exactly, man. Exactly. And that's the thing with everyone gives the Nickelcrack shit. Okay, which I give Nickelback shit too. But
Yeah, honestly,
I'll tell you right
all
now,
the time.
that Chad Kroger,
Yeah.
even though he got to bang the fake Avril Lavigne, Chad Kroger, he knows how to write a fucking pop song, dude. He knows how to write a rock pop song.
I wouldn't even say
you can't take that
like,
away from him.
Besides that, even he knows how to make music in general. I'd even
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. I'd even say that Nickelback entirely are
Yeah.
regardless of what you think of them, I think they honestly make good music. Look at that War album that just came out. They just had that
that song. That was
it sounded like a metal song.
That was
almost.
a heavy fucking song, dude.
It's a good fucking song though.
And I'll tell you
Very
what,
good song.
I seen Nickelback in concert one time, and I'm not a big Nickelback fan, but they held my fucking attention the whole concert, and I was blown away by their fucking performance because it was ridiculous. They gave everything they fucking had, and even if you love music, which I love music, even if I don't fucking like them, if they leave it all up on the fucking stage up there.
You gotta at least give him respect,
dude.
You know,
he's got my fucking credit. I give him props. That was an awesome show.
Yeah.
But the thing with Nickelback is, they grew up right in Canada, on the other side of the border between Washington State, and that's where all the grunge came out of.
Yeah.
You know, so they're growing up listening to that shit. All the local stations are playing this shit. Dude, they're gonna follow that path, and I don't know. It's just it's a fucked up line where you draw. Did they steal the fucking music? Are they trying to cop the look? Are they trying to capitalize on the sound?
I think they were inspired. If you want my honest opinion, I think they were inspired by the times. I think they entered the music industry, and I think the music industry had ulterior motives. Yeah. I think they're trying to find how are we going to continue the grunge age.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to make the grunge age what rock and roll and the 60s were. You know, where it was going to last a decade, which it kind of did, but it kind of didn't.
Yeah.
It died before the 2000s. You know what I mean?
Well, it goes back to what did I tell you not too long ago? We were talking about music, and I brought up Evanescence.
Yeah,
which I'm not a real big fan of.
Well, you were telling me that rap part of the song.
That rap part of the song
that wasn't even supposed to be there.
No. I read an article from Amy Lee, and she specifically said that rap part of the song was not supposed to be there, but the record company pushed because that's what was hot at the time. Yeah. The record company pushed to have that.
And honestly, the record companies, from what I understand, I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'm wrong because I don't make fucking music and I'm not part of any major fucking record labels. But you know what, man? From what I understand is that the record labels do dictate a lot of the content.
Oh, big time.
They dictate the content.
Yeah.
And they tell you need to do this and this to be big.
Yeah.
And if you don't, because you're not making us money, and then we don't want to be signed
I'll tell you,
as a record label for you.
If you're into music, and you want to know about it, you go to YouTube, because YouTube is the golden fucking child of everything now. Go to YouTube and you search interviews for like Mutt Lange, who I already said was a big producer. He produced Def Leppard, Bryan Adams, AC/DC, Shania Twain, probably a million in fucking between that I don't fucking know. Listen to interviews on him. Listen to interviews. A good one is Butch Vig. Butch Vig, he's in the band Garbage, and he also produced Nevermind for Nirvana. Okay, listen to interviews from him, and goddamn, what the hell's that other guy's name? He did a bunch of mid-90s. Robert Cavello, I think I'm saying it right. Robert Cavello. He did... I think he did fucking Green Day, the Chili Peppers. He did a bunch of them. You listen to their interviews, and what you can pick up from these interviews is the fact that, dude, the record companies are very strict. I don't know how it is now, but back then, the record companies were very strict on how albums should be formatted.
I'd imagine it's scaled because look at how music is with the path that it's gone down now. If you listen to pop songs, they're usually categorized.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed. As far as what I've noticed is that I don't mean to turn it into like a race thing, like racial thing.
Yeah.
But you like the quote unquote white people music. You got Ed Sheeran. You got those guys that. See you when the sun goes down. I forget what their name is. Like, you got that kind of music, and it's like, if you notice about that, at least that kind of music is that it's kind of filed within a certain sound.
Yeah.
It has to sound a certain
Oh,
way.
yeah, totally.
And it's the same thing with, like, if you listen to Drake and a lot of the mumble rap nowadays, it seems like that's filed into its own kind of sound.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that Drake's mumble rap, but if you look at, like, Lil Pump.
What was that guy's name? He was hot for a while there. I'm not into the new music. I'm really not up on the little guy.
There's a lot of them, man. He didn't narrow it down at all.
Dude, he used to have this song. He was a rapper, and he tried to make like this love song where he singed. Fucking singed. Where he actually tried to sing, but it was all fucking auto-tuned. It was fucking terrible. But these kids loved it. Little Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Little Wayne.
I was going to say, are you talking about Lil Wayne?
Little Wayne, you suck. Dude, that guy is terrible. First of all, he wears jeans that I don't understand why he wears those jeans. They say he's gay, too. Is he gay?
I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know.
You ever see him play guitar? You should check that out.
No, I never seen him play guitar. But I'll tell you what, going back old school, I did see Wyclef Jean, after he left the Fugees. I seen Wyclef Jean in concert. Yeah, don't ask me. But anyway, I seen him in concert, and it was fucking amazing, dude. It was amazing. And he's another one who could play fucking guitar. He tore the shit up, man. He played some, I don't know, fucking Jamaican version or something of Johnny Be Good. But he tore the shit the fuck up. But yeah, Lil Wayne, I'm sorry, dude. You suck, dude.
I know that I forget what the song is. Lil Wayne did a collaboration with like 2 other rappers.
I don't know, but
he's like, I got that good cushion alcohol.
Oh my god, I hate that fucking song.
Wait, you know what that song is,
dude?
You know that song?
Remember that fucking fat bitch who used to work down there with us?
Fat bitch.
The fat bitch, the fucking. That narrows it down. You know, the fat one that was my buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever. But dude, she was all about the fucking Lil Wayne. And I couldn't stand that fucking shit. I could not stand that
because I know
shit.
there's a song that I remember it was the first part. It was like, I got that good cushion alcohol. I got some bad bitches I could call. I don't know what I would do without you.
Dude, that sucked.
I'm gonna ball till the day I fall.
That was suck. That was shit. She put that shit on. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Suck my dick. It just fucking sucks, dude. Wow. Yo, what are we gonna do? I gotta piss.
Go take a piss.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. The guys get up and piss all the time.
Yeah, man.
So
I kind of gotta pee too a little bit.
But we can't piss at the same fucking time, dude.
Well, we'd have to stagger it, man. Okay, I don't know if you still want to talk. We're actually at 2 hours 30 minutes.
2 hours and 30 fucking minutes,
man. Dude. This is what happens when we don't have limitations. This is what happens when you don't have a topic.
Whatever, we could wrap the fuck up then. I don't care.
Are you want to wrap up? Do you want
2 hours and 30 minutes? Most people only listen to us for 10 anyway. So, come on, man, throw us a fucking bone here.
Shit, guys. I don't know. We talked about music. We talked a lot about music. We talked for like an hour about music. Fuck. Yeah. I like memes.
So what? This is our 5th episode.
Yeah, man, this is 5th.
Okay, going forward here, how about we every 5?
So every 5.
Every 5 episodes.
Every 4, and then on the 5th after that. So like,
yeah. So our next
is a bullshitter.
Our 10th episode would be a bullshit.
Yeah.
And then our 15th episode
would be a bullshitter.
And then our 16th.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
No, it wouldn't be a bullshit. Our 20th would be going by 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Check out Robert Johnson. Check out Silverchair.
Yeah, I guess if you want.
Check out Primus, man. They got this song.
Check out Wheeler Walker Jr. Check out everything we've mentioned, man.
Primus got this ripping song called "Too Many Puppies," man. It's one
Too many puppies being shot in the dark.
Too many puppies. The train at the bark. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dude, I fucking love Primus.
Yeah.
This was the point. You know, yeah, check us out. Should we do like Twitter, Facebook, everything now?
I hope you fucking remember.
Something beeped.
Yeah.
Tom just sent us something.
Who's Tom?
You know, the guy we work with.
Oh, Tom. All right. We got a fan.
He sent us Betty White dabbing.
Wow. Thanks for Betty White fucking dabbing. I'll tell you what. You got some nude pics of Betty White, you send them our way.
I tried looking that up. It's not real, man. I tried looking it up already.
Tell Tom we're live right now.
We're live right... Oh, okay.
Tell him we're live right now, and we just mentioned him on air.
Okay, man. Hold on. I'm working on it.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Too many puppies.
Yeah, we're good. I don't know.
Song's stuck in my fucking head.
Yeah, well, it's a good fucking song, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
do you want to link the Twitter and everything while I message back Tom?
Yeah, I could probably do that. If you just give me a second. My phone's kind of fucking... Well, my second phone.
Where'd it go? Where did Betty White go?
My second phone.
Somebody sent me a message about Betty White. What the fuck happened?
Was it Tom?
It was.
All right, guys. Yo, do us a favor. Check us out on Twitter at a Drinking a Theory podcast. At Drink
Oh, no, he commented.
a Theory. All right, so just check us out on Twitter.
Hey,
we're on the Instagrams too. You check us out, Drink a Theory on Instagrams. I really don't do much. I don't know. Instagram is really, really, really confusing for me. We have like 20 followers, but I think 18 of them are fake. So I don't know how that works. We're on the Facebook there, Drinking a Theory podcast.
Whoops.
We post we try to post a lot of shit on there. You know, we kind of shit post, but we kind of put some factual shit.
I mean, yeah. By the way, you guys will definitely tell the difference between what Jake posts and what I post.
Oh yeah, totally.
He posts more page appropriate things.
Yeah, he's the shit king, which is pretty cool because a lot of people like the shit posting, dude. Which is
I fucking
cool.
hope they do, man.
And
hold on, before we go on.
Yeah.
We got 24 likes on our Facebook, and we got 25 follows. You know what that means? Somebody's following our page, but not liking it.
What the fuck does that even mean? Is that Brian? That fucking motherfucker.
I don't know. All I know is
I cannot get over the fact that this guy would not go to the fucking page.
Fucking breathing assholes, man.
You know, I just... That's mind-boggling me. It's like, why? Why? Because I fucking asked you to, bro. What the fuck? We went on a roller coaster together. That means something.
Yeah. Did you guys hold hands while you were on the roller coaster?
No.
You
but I would have if you wanted to hold hands, you know? What the fuck, man? If it would have got me a like on Facebook, I would have held his fucking hand.
I don't think he would have known that far ahead.
Back then when we went...
22 years ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, back then when we went, I don't even think Facebook was a thing. The internet was just becoming a thing. I used to have to go to Dr. Bizarro to jerk off. I don't know if you ever heard of that website.
Yeah, guys, I'm a little bit new age. I have to use XNXX and Pornhub.
Yeah. $200 right there. I don't think Dr. Bizarro exists anymore. So.
Hold on, let's look it up.
So he doesn't owe us $100 unless he's still going. I don't know. That was the first porn site I ever found.
Wrong. Dr. Bizarro still exists.
Is it really?
Yes.
Holy
sir.
shit.
I'm actually looking at it right fucking now.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Hold on, warning. Here are some things that you might, if the images on the site appear dead or not coming up, click here. By clicking the enter button and accessing a 100% free porn site, you agree to the following. I understand under the penalty.
Dude, that was one of the first.
Wow, this is kind of a cool...
That was one of the first,
By
man.
cool website, I mean it looks very 1990s.
Dude, back then, the fucking video clips, like if you found one that was a minute long...
Click to enable Adobe.
You were rocking hard. I mean, you had to beat off super fucking fast. Because most of the clips...
Her nipples just went in. Oh my god!
Most of the clips were only like a minute long, dude. Wow.
Damn, dude.
Times had fucking
Probably
changed.
took 24 hours to load it.
Oh my god! Especially I didn't have it on my own, so like I was at my girlfriend's house, And so, like, I feel bad. I can't even tell you how many loads I dumped under their fucking desk.
Wow.
That's fucked up. I just sit there. Dude, and I often think about, like, because the way the computers work, like, dude, their fucking computer must have been bogged down with so much fucking porn. Because I didn't understand computers back then. I just go to Dr. Bizarro, dude. I didn't know anything
You
about...
weren't saving anything, were you?
No, but you got fucking cookies and shit. They always drop, right? And you got all these extra windows and shit.
I don't know. I don't know.
And dude,
I don't
listen,
know if it applied back then.
Dude, a fucking computer's like a pussy, dude. You'll never douche it all the way out. There's still going to be some fucking remnants in there,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
That was fucked up, dude. You shouldn't talk about bitches that way.
It wasn't me.
And you shouldn't call them bitches either.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm disrespectful.
Holy shit.
Guys, this is my official apology that I would like to post on YouTube.com. I am so sorry for referring to women as bitches, even though it wasn't me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So,
yeah, Twitter, Drink Into Theory with no underscores for the Twitter. The Instagram is drink_and_.
That one's real confusing.
_theory_podcast.
Yeah.
And you'll get that. The YouTube, just look up Drinking a Theory podcast, and some of our videos should pop up.
Yeah.
It should be under the name Jimmy. I still haven't fixed that. Gotta fix that.
Whatever.
I tried.
Jimmy's fucking good.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to wrap this up before I piss myself.
Yeah, we're a little bit lit at this point. It's 2 hours and almost 40 minutes in. We're 2:36.
That's fucking crazy.
Jesus
dude.
fucking Christ. This is going to take like fucking 5 days to upload.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, that's Drinking to Theory episode 5. We just fucking talked about literally anything and mostly like 90% music.
Yeah.
But whatever, it was a good conversation. Yeah. Fuck it.
So thanks for the people that are following us on Facebook and shit.
Owl, if you're listening, go ahead and comment yes on this. Thanks.
Yeah, because you're the only comment, and we're like riding high with that comment.
Yeah, that comment means everything right now.
It fucking does. It does. That's like our golden fucking achievement.
Like 2 episodes later.
Yeah,
totally.
So yes, yeah,
yes,
yes,
yes. Like and a share, yes.
So yeah.
And Tommy fucked up too.
Yeah.
I asked him. I sent Tommy a thing. I'm like, hey, dude, on Facebook, can you like our page, a Drinking a Theory podcast? Yeah, no problem.
He looked it up on YouTube.
Yeah, so he went to YouTube. And
so he subscribed to the YouTube.
Dude, you're eating too many ants.
Holy shit! So.
Yeah, thanks to April Vickers. I mentioned you. I mentioned you on the podcast. I hope you actually listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
I thought you actually knew you were a new like, but in fact you just were reacting to something. But whatever. Mention you too. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Good job for being you.
Well, whatever.
Thank you. So thank you for interacting with the page. You didn't even have to. So I'm appreciative of the fact that you even did. So
yeah.
Anybody else we need to thank here? Wheeler Walker Jr. for being so vulgar. I love you, buddy.
Thank Wheeler.
If we ever get to talk to you, man, thank you.
We gotta thank Jamie.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
Jamie.
Oh wait, we're gonna do the grand reveal now.
Yeah, Jamie's actually Joe Rogan couldn't loan us Jamie.
Yeah.
So this is Mike. Mike's my brother, and he was doing some searching for us in Google-ins and shit like that.
Yeah. So thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks for looking up like the porn and stuff. I appreciate you sending me so much porn all the time. Yeah. That's why my computer runs really slow right now.
Dude, you're not looking up porn on
No, I'm not.
Okay. Dude, I don't even look up porn on my new phone. I still use my old phone to look up porn.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want.
I don't want. I'm not that afraid of porn.
Dude, I don't want my new phone tainted, man.
Wow.
Dude, it's all Russian bots, bro. That's what the government tells me.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all Russian bots. That's why there's so much Russian porn. Because when you click on the Russian porn, man, Then they get all your information out over there in Kapekistan or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, guys, I don't know.
And then they hack into your mind and make you elect people they want elected.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it works, bro.
So anyway, that was it, guys.
Fucking Kapekistan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, guys, I guess that's everything.
Yeah.
This was a fun episode.
Yeah,
very,
it was fun,
very
man.
long.
It was
You see,
fun.
this is what happens because this is what my biggest concern. Because originally, when we wanted to do this podcast, we wanted to do it like this all the time.
Yeah.
And this was my initial concern that we were gonna spend like 3 hours talking. I was like, we're gonna talk too long. Nobody's gonna listen to an episode for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours and 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I guess that's everything, guys.
Yeah, that's it. And one more thing. I just want to let Joey Diaz, Wheeler Walker, Joe Rogan, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton.
Are these our tags?
Bill Clinton. Anyone who has anything to do with Nexium. I'm trying to figure out how to get call-ins so we can talk to someone on the phone. Once we do, you just give us a fucking call, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, especially Vanguard from Nexium. I'd like to talk to you. We can talk some D&D.
Yeah, D&D. We can talk D&D. Fucking nerd.
Yeah, my D&D nickname was actually the Legendary Soldier of Light. So, like, you know, Vanguard, Legendary Soldier.
I hope that guy rots in jail and gets fucked in the ass.
Jesus fucking Christ. and completely accepting a homosexual way. We approve. we support homosexuality.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. This is a bit of a messy episode, but whatever.
Yeah,
it was
whatever,
fun. It was a
dude.
fun one.
It was
though.
fun, man.
So we mentioned.
I gotta
everybody.
piss, so we gotta stop.
Yeah, we gotta.
this shit.
All right, we both gotta piss real bad.
right.
All right, guys. Come listen to us next week. We'll probably have a topic by then.
Hopefully.
Well, we definitely
we
will.
can't fucking do this again. That's for sure.
Fucking keep being you. I love you. If you listen to this, I love
What
you.
the fuck does that mean? Keep being you.
Keep being you, man. Keep doing you.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, like I said, I love you. I'll kiss you on the mouth. Oh my god. I think Jake just shit his pants.
I almost peed a little when I farted.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. It's time to go. We gotta piss.
All right. Peace out.
Drinking a theory. See you later, niggas. Oh, wait.
You gotta wait. Now you gotta fucking edit, dude.
I gotta cut off the end.
What the fuck? Dude, it took 5 fucking episodes. 5. Wait, you can just bleep it out.
I'm just gonna cut it out at the. I'm just gonna cut the very end off of it.
So don't fucking cut the end off. There's a way you can bleep it out, right?
I'm just gonna cut the end because I don't even want them to assume that I said nigga.
Because he said see you later, and then there was a tiny bit of a pause before he said nigga. Just cut it right off. Right.